Hello, delicious friends, and welcome to Vampire Bloodlust. This is the 5th edition Masquerade Vampire the campaign, in which I was not prepared for 7 people total, but we do have the inestimable 8-Bit Dylan joining us to reprise his role as Marco. How you doing?
I am good. I am inestimable, so you cannot estimate me.
No one can estimate Marco.
Marco's been good. He's been busy. Same with Dylan. Getting a job at Twitch apparently means you have no free time.
Who would have thought?
Who would have known? Literally no free time. None. They work my ass off there, but it's worth it.
Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you could join us and bring your ass back here for a little bit.
Yes.
Because we missed you.
I'm happy.
And we've also got E here as Ferris. How you doing?
That's it.
Cool. We got Fuzzy here as Florence.
Hello, dears. Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Question?
Hi. Who's she talking to? Oh,
Is this thing? Hello? Who am I? I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Cup of tea, anybody? I love
oh
tea.
yes, please.
Oh, right, okay. I'll get the rats to put the kettle on.
Oh, what?
Next.
I thought that was chocolate. Alex, being played by Metamancer.
Hi guys. I'm also pretending to be Sarah. It's great. Yep.
Awesome.
And the reason we had to rename a character.
If it works. We got
Isn't it Sarah?
Sheepy playing Loki.
Hello. I may be quiet for the beginning because I'm not sure when I'm coming in.
I don't have
It's
any.
going to be a hodgepodge.
Just give us a little bit of warning before you come in, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not on the face.
Especially
You
if it's
do not need
Knock,
to give
knock
me any
first.
warning.
I'm going to move this
No
away
warning.
from being
Just
rude.
surprise.
Surprise! They're like, oh!
And
This is
then
going to be a hodgepodge day, isn't it, Josh?
It's always
it's
polite
going
to
to
go
be
outside
one
the
of
box.
those tying up loose ends episodes, but there's going to be a lot of shit going down.
No one expects the sheepy inquisition.
That's true.
Ah,
And we got Delphron playing Nate.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
You sound like an
Like-
intro. That sounded like a fighter screen. Like, you just selected me. Yes, hi.
Yeah.
I will
That's
fight
cute.
for justice.
Yeah.
Which means that it is now time to... You know what? I'll go over the events of last episode quickly. It was a bit of a hodgepodge. However, Florence was intent on making sure that her daughter left the city unharmed. And so she sent Nate and Alex to collect her from her home. Nate dominated her, brought her to a safe house of Ferris's. But unfortunately, Ferris was more intent on keeping her in the city because of a voice in his head that he doesn't entirely understand, compelling him to do things against his will, which is very much against Ferris's nature. But Alex had a very smart idea. She dressed as Florence's daughter, Sarah, and got in the car. And along with Xander, we're calling the other NPC Alex Xander now, because he's a very Xander character, went to Ferris's as a decoy to make sure Ferris thought that, Sarah hadn't left the city. Meanwhile, Nate managed to get Sarah into a car and away down the road and reached the edge of the barrier. At which point, Florence, following her rats who had been tailing them and keeping tabs on her daughter, met up with them. But that is not where we will begin. Marco has been surviving and learning how to stay under the radar for a while. Making sure that his sister is okay and able to leave the city eventually, he's been working with Taj, the previous Malkavian primogen. Marco, you were pretty banged up last time. However, after a lot of blood spending and bed rest, you were asked by Taj, in exchange for the safety of your sister, to look for someone. So,
Yes.
tell us, how has Marco been searching the city for this sire of Taj's?
I had to change wardrobe. It was not fun. I had to give up my leather jacket. People didn't know it too well, so I now look like I'm. It's gonna sound stupid, but I think we're gonna make Marco look like a trash bandit. So he looks clean cut, but he does not look like he is well put together. Like he just looks like a thrift store mess.
Is that intentional?
Yes, because it is intentional because he's scared that because he has no idea what happened with this werewolf. And so he thinks that this werewolf is still out there, probably trying to kill him. And so he's trying to hide himself, mask his scent. He is trying to also like investigate. He does not, we all know Marco's not the brightest. So Marco thinks that it's best if he just lays extremely low. So what his plans are to find Taj's sire is he's going to try to go to different bar locations, different informants that maybe Taj kind of tells him about, like, hey, Taj, who do you know? Like, who are some people I can talk to? And I'd be like the messenger. And I am the person that is going to these people and trying to piece the clues together as best as I possibly can while still watching my back for anything. I've been kind of keeping tabs on basically just what Florence has been doing. Marco doesn't really give a shit about what Nate or Loki or anyone else is doing. He just wants to know what Florence has been up to. But he's not been doing a very good job about it because he's
quite difficult because Florence is in and out of sewers. She appears in weird places. She disappears in even more weird places. So it's not only difficult, but you're not entirely sure where she stays most of the time. But you probably have seen her out and about, around, popping up here and there. You've seen rats with little ribbons on their legs skitter by occasionally. And it probably lets you know that if she's not entirely safe, she's still alive and doing things.
Definitely. And so that's basically what I have been up to. Do you think eventually I would have learned what happened to the werewolves? Because there's been a considerable amount of time that has passed.
Do a intelligence streetwise roll to see what you pick up.
Give me a second.
Because Marco's becoming more streetwise, but he still gets 0 successes. Marco
he
is
still thinks he is being hunted by a werewolf.
Marco's convinced he's being hunted by a werewolf, and what Marco learns is that because Taj's mansion was broken into, there was definitely a werewolf who tore open his sire's coffin and the concrete above it and all of that, and just completely wrecked the entire place. So much so that Taj and Molly had to leave.
Yeah.
But you spend some time. You look around, and you're not entirely sure if any of the leads you get are like useful or convincing for finding the sire. But you go through the mansion and you see all these portraits, and you assume that this very proper white Victorian lady in a black and white dress, sitting very upright posture is this sire, because there are portraits of her everywhere.
Yeah.
And always, you know what? Do a wits awareness roll for me to see if you notice.
Oh yeah.
You get 6 successes with a critical hit. So you
I can literally smell her.
You get a lot of information from this. What you piece together is that there's torn fabric in the coffin. There's no bones. There's no dust. There's no signs of her being dead. But as you look around, you see these paintings. She's always in the same black dress with a pendant on the neck, in a very, Victorian style. She's properly dressed. She's clearly an aristocratic lady. But that dress appears to have been ravaged and torn by something with big claws. She's not here. However, on your way back one time from the mansion to meet up with a contact that you've been asked to, just send a simple message from Taj to them, you notice that you piece together a couple of things that you've heard. There's obviously the rumors of an old woman pottering about in the forest. And you used to think that was just signs of Florence. But you realize that she's not staying at the cottage anymore. And as you pass it, you hear the sounds of scrabbling around inside.
Okay. So Marco's gonna kind of creep up. Got my knife at the ready. I'm gonna try and stealthily walk my way in.
Okay. Composure, stealth. Three successes. You sneak your way inside. And just need to check.
And I'm gonna, in case anything happens, I want to also use. I have what are they called? It's not a merit. It's the one where I can hear really well.
Discipline.
Do you have the Auspex discipline on you right now?
No, it's not a discipline. It's like the thing that.
Oh, a specialty?
Yeah, I have a specialty.
You do have a specialty in hearing. That's you're fairly aware of exactly what room this person's in because of that, and like your general excellent awareness roll that you made earlier. And you go inside, and you sneak up on a woman who's just rifling through garbage, like random crap, just pieces of paper that have been abandoned, like on an old rickety chair. And she's wearing like a black shawl and hunched over and is mumbling to herself.
Do I still have Florence's phone number?
I don't. Florence, what happened to your phone?
Oh, fuck knows. I'm pretty sure that Loki, like the one that I had when Marco last saw me, I can't remember if we bumped into Marco before or after Loki made me get rid of my phone and like gave me a new one.
I think it was after, but I don't think you gave Marco your number. There wasn't a chance to like give me your number or anything.
I feel like the likelihood is Marco has a number. It's probably not the right number. You've realised that by now.
Okay. So my original idea was to take a photo of the lady and send it off. Be like, is this a friend of yours? I guess from the shadows, I'm gonna talk to this lady very, not seductively, but like in a tone that's like calming in a way. Like I'm not gonna be aggressive in nature at all.
Okay.
But like to kind of lull her into like a sense of just like, who are you? Like as opposed to like, who the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, charisma persuasion.
Okay.
And let's see, give you a guide on exactly how well this comes across as you have snuck up on a woman and suddenly start a conversation. 3 successes.
Does she pepper spray him?
She seems surprised, but because you did it so gently, it was, you know, a relatively successful attempt at being tactful.
So I will just like kind of lean in and I'll be like, are you looking for something?
Oh, I think I lost something around here.
Oh, what did you lose?
It seems silly. I can't remember.
What do you mean you cannot remember?
When I see it, I'll know it.
What does it look like? Maybe I can help you find it.
Well, I don't really know. I just know I've lost something.
So you're looking for something that you do not know what it looks like.
Yes.
This seems like a very unsuccessful search you're going to have.
Oh, maybe. I do hope I find it.
Oh, okay. Come here. How can you describe what she looks like to me a bit better?
For expediency, Florence.
Oh, so my reaction would have been completely different then.
She doesn't look identical to Florence, but think Florence, but with, you know, obvious differences in face.
Oh, okay.
Mild elderly bag lady.
So it's your stunt double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we throw her over the cliff rather than Florence. It'd be great.
So I'm gonna sit her down on the stone steps, or like the steps. I don't even know if they're stone. In my brain, I've just been imagining these stone steps that lead down into this basement of this cottage. But anyway, these steps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit her down and be like, "Please tell me, what is your name?"
Caroline.
Caroline. What are you doing in this cottage? How did you find it?
Well, I think this is where I live.
You cannot live here. No one has lived here for a very long time.
I think this is where I live. She seems fairly confident.
Yeah. Where did you live before this?
I've always lived here.
Since you were a child?
Oh, yes.
So you know the city very well then?
I came here from London. But yes, as a child, I've known it since I was very young. It's a very important place to me.
And then Marco, kind of not being the smartest, he's going to try to make a joke here, and it's probably going to fall flat. It's like, you are doing a very bad job of keeping up the place. Like, he's like fully invested in thinking that this lady's probably lived here her entire life, and he's just like, yeah, we were just sitting in this cottage the entire time. Maybe it was owned by someone.
She looks around and then she looks at you like. She doesn't seem to have enjoyed the joke, but.
So, where have you been this entire time? I have passed by this cottage, and I'm not going to tell her that I've lived here before, but you have passed by this cottage many times, and you have not been here.
Maybe I was out at the market.
We are not close. We are not close to the market.
It's a bit of a walk.
You like to walk then?
Oh, yes.
Let us take a walk then.
Oh, where would you like to go?
Maybe we can help you figure out what you've lost by maybe retracing your steps.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Like I said, I'm Caroline. It's nice to meet you, dear. What's your name?
My name is Marco. I'll tell her my real name.
Thank you, Marco. Are you from one of those European countries?
Yes, I am originally from Ukraine. I've been living in the city for a while, though.
I've never heard of the Ukraine.
Many have not. But it is a lovely country, I promise you.
Oh, well, that's good. Good for you.
You reminded me very much of someone that I know.
Oh, your sister, perhaps.
Yes, you remind me a lot of my sister. like, yeah, lady, old lady, yeah, you're totally like my sister.
Okay, you take her on a walk. What do you do?
I intend to take her to Taj.
Okay. So you go on a walk. You take her to Taj. It's an entirely, at this point, different safe house. And your sister, both of you have been moved around between various different places because you're paranoid about werewolves, and so is Taj.
Yes.
But eventually you find Taj, and he takes one look at her, and he gives her a big hug and takes her inside and sits her down, and then comes back to you and it's like,
yeah, I'm like, I just want to talk to you real quick. Like,
yes.
So I investigated that mansion that you used to live in, and I noticed when I was passing the cottage that someone was rummaging around inside. And I figured it could be possibly Florence, but as I went inside, I found this woman, and there were two things that I found suspicious. One, she said that she had been living there for a long time, but we both know that that is not the case. And secondly, I am surprised that a werewolf did not kill her already. I mean, we had been in that area for so long and they had been hunting us. I assumed that the werewolf would have probably already been in there and ravaged the place and killed whoever was inside. So if she had been there for a long time, she would probably be dead. So she must newly be to this cottage.
Well, whatever happened with the lupines, they've changed their methods or moved on or something, because there have been no more attacks. We should be vigilant. As for...
So I don't have to wear these stupid outfits anymore? So I don't have to wear these stupid outfits anymore. And I literally like hold up my hands and I'm wearing like a button-down dress shirt that doesn't match my pants with two different kinds of socks, some shoes that are ill-fitting, like a hat that like covers probably a good chunk of my forehead. Like he's just trying to be inconspicuous, but like he doesn't want to go to a store to buy clothes. So he's just been hodgepodging like these clothes that he finds to like mask his scent because he's scared this werewolf is going to come after him.
Okay. It's quite clever. If you were being tracked.
He doesn't know that he's not being tracked.
Okay. Taj doesn't seem to understand what's going on with the woman. He talks to her and he comes back to you and it's like, I don't know what's happened. She's never acted like this. It's like she's an entirely different person. I don't know what's going on.
You know her?
This is my sire.
This is her. She looks different. Maybe it's the not having the dress, maybe.
She did have a lot of them. I can...
She had one outfit, it looked like.
I never asked. She was formidable.
Yes.
I don't like seeing her like this. I will see if I can find one.
All right. Is there any way I can help? Restore her memories, perhaps?
You can see if you can retrieve one of the dresses from the mansion.
No, I can do that, yes.
And I will talk to her.
Sounds good. And then I leave.
Okay. Marco, you go back to the mansion. You will have to make me a wits awareness check.
Okay.
5 successes. As you are most of the way, you know, just about to go into the main door, still hanging off its hinges, out of the corner of your eye, you see a movement in the forest.
I get scared. I'm like, fuck, it's a werewolf.
It was pretty big.
Fuck, it's a big werewolf. I literally probably would dash into a closet, or I will go hide somewhere and I will look through that keyhole and I'm like, fuck.
Okay, yeah.
I've learned my lesson. Don't fuck with werewolves.
Dexterity stealth. Let's see how well you do this.
Hell yeah.
5 successes with a crit. Yeah, you fucking dash in there. You hide yourself under behind some stuff in a wardrobe. You look through the keyhole, and you wait for how long?
Oh, I will wait in that closet until I don't hear a goddamn thing, until I don't hear like a cricket. Like I am like he's gonna have he has like PTSD from this like werewolf experience, so he is not messing around here. He'll probably wait there for like at least 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, so you
I mean, if he hears something, like if he hears even a creak, he'll be like, werewolf could be inside.
You definitely hear a creak. What you hear mostly is kind of a shuffling around. In fact, you look through the keyhole and you see like a jean jacket got walked past.
So we got someone in a jean jacket?
Someone in a jean jacket.
Can I see anything else besides the jean jacket?
No, they walk past really close. They seem not to have noticed you.
Okay. Can I hear them with my awareness hearing? Like, what am I? Are they making any noises? Are they saying anything?
They're not saying anything, but they seem to be just looking around. And eventually, if you wait for 3 hours, they will have left like after 2. You wait an extra hour.
Do I leave the wardrobe or do I not? Fuzzy's like reaction makes me really want to leave this wardrobe just to find out. But I feel like Joshua wants me to go out and see who this person is.
I'll just say, if you stay in the wardrobe forever, I'm not going to stop you, but it's not going to be the most exciting episode ever.
Okay. I will leave then. I will creep out. I will creep out, especially after seeing it's a jean jacket. Maybe it's like, okay, it's not a big
like because of your fashion jib.
Yeah. I'm like, where did you get this? No, wait, that was not.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say, you wait this time. You see evidence of people, or a person looking around, figuring out what they got. Maybe like lifting a few things, like pieces of silverware.
Okay.
But apart from that, you don't see any trace of them. You go and find a dress.
Are they still in while I'm in there?
They don't appear to be.
Oh, so they left after I left my wardrobe.
They appear to have left.
Oh, so even if I didn't stay in there for the 3 hours?
You don't know.
Oh, I get it. So they entered and then they're just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I get it now. So I don't have any traces of them. And I wasn't able to find a dress, correct?
You were able to, yes.
Oh, I was. Okay. I am going to... This is stupid. This is going to be so dumb. So, from my occult knowledge, because I have 2 in occult,
Ooh.
would I know any weird symbols or anything out of the ordinary? Because I don't like that people are rummaging around in this mansion, because this is Taj's mansion. So part of me wants to take my knife and etch like a really disturbing occult symbol to scare people away on the door.
Okay. Let's make that intelligence occult roll.
Oh, girl.
See what you get.
That's intelligence and occult. We fucked. We not fucked. Oh, we got a 2.
You have 1 dice you can re-roll if you want to spend willpower.
Hell yeah.
And if you get a 10, that'll be like 5 successes. It's a possibility.
So 1d10.
That is 3 successes. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna write that down. Don't mind me. Where are you putting this?
Right on the front door. Like on that door that's like kind of off its hinges. I'm gonna take my knife and carve it into the wood of the door.
Perfect.
And then I'm definitely gonna tell Taj that I'm the one that left the symbol, just in case he's like, oh god,
Cool.
there's cultist or something. I don't know.
Is there any particular like associations you want this symbol to have, or
Mages.
mages?
Yes.
You want this to have a mage association.
Oh god, the way he said that, I don't know if I want that.
Too late. No, it's not too late.
No, we'll make it mages because it'll make it spicy.
You look at this symbol, it scares you looking at it.
Yeah, that's what I want. I'm like, oh fuck, warlocks. I ain't fucking with that. That is how Marco's thinking this. He's like, yeah, I did a good job. All right, I'm gonna leave now. This is scary.
I did too good of a job. You go back.
Okay.
You
And I'm definitely gonna tell Taj about the woman in the jean jacket, or a man in a jean jacket. I don't know.
Someone in a jean jacket is all you know.
Someone in a jean jacket.
Taj doesn't seem to recognize that. He's like, keep an eye out for jean jackets.
Oh, and they also put the mage symbol in your door. Sorry, it was a very nice door, but it's to scare people from roaming around in your mansion.
I hope that works.
It won't, but, you know, it's worth a try. Try.
Did you get the dress?
Oh, yes. I'm assuming I brought a backpack and I like stuffed this dress in the backpack because it'd be weird if I'm just carrying around a dress like around the city. So I pull the dress out and I like hand it to him, and I'm like, it smells a little dusty, but maybe it'll work.
They always smell dusty, I'm afraid. And he goes over to this old woman and kind of takes her like a deer, and he's like, here's your, please put this on. And he has like a bit of a time convincing her, but she's like, I recognize that from somewhere. And then she goes into the bathroom, and then she comes back out. And everything has changed about the posture, the demeanor, the sound of this woman's voice. I believe I have Marco Kravitz to thank.
Oh, yes. Hello. You sound different.
Yes, I have full control of my faculties.
Oh.
I must say, I appreciate the work you've done for me and for my child and my child's child. However, if you mention to anyone, of what transpired, I will be extremely displeased.
My lips are sealed.
It would be a great favor to me.
I will mention something. That mansion that you used to own, or you used to live in,
Yes.
there was someone poking around inside of it.
Yes. It seems, from what I recall, to be abandoned. I'm rather glad I'm not there anymore.
All right. I don't know if you have something special hidden away in it, but whatever it might be worth going out and checking it out.
Thank you. Unless they know exactly what they're looking for, they're not going to find it, but thank you.
No problem. And then like, but I don't know if she's about to walk off. I'm like, one more thing.
I beg your
Maybe
pardon?
you could help me with something since I helped you with something.
This is highly irregular. You interrupt me as I am in the middle of arranging my affairs.
I apologize. I really do.
What is your request?
So clearly there is something going on here. Someone attacked you, and there's weird things happening in the city. And Taj has been very grateful about keeping my sister safe. And we are trying to find a way to escape the city or get her out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And all I ask is that if you ever hear anything, to maybe share some information my way. Help me out in some way.
I know and see a great many things, Mr. Kravitz.
Yes.
Given time, I will be able to get many people out of the city.
I like the sound of this.
But there are more significant affairs for me to see to.
I assume yes.
I must learn of the state of the city. It has been some time.
Go away. Or not go away, but you know what it's like. It's
You
like
say go away to her, and she
get the fuck
backhands
out.
you.
I'd be like, then take your leave, or just like, go about your business. I won't bother you.
So gracious of you, Mr. Kravitz. I see modern people have no manners.
I try. It's been a very, very rough month for me.
Decorum should never be the first thing to go.
And maybe I could learn.
If you are to remain in my presence, you must. So, after that exchange,
Yes.
a few nights go past, and the more you get sent off on menial tasks. It's nothing to talk about here, but you come back, and every time you see her, she seems to be more stern and like growing more and more serious with every night. And eventually, she comes to you holding Molly's hand.
I like look Molly up and down. Oh, I just want to say, when she comes to me, this is a very Marco thing to do. I have tried to fit in. I have a ill-fitting dress attire.
Of course.
Since I'm assuming I've been staying here, and I'm assuming that she's kind of changed the rules of the place since Taj is no longer in control. And I am like, hello, madam, how do you do? Like, it's really bad. But I still have my knife tucked away in like my belt pocket, like away from her eyes. Like, obviously I don't want to like have a knife on me in front of her. I just wanted to point that out. Like, I'm not in my ragtag gross clothing anymore. I am like primmed and proper. I washed my hair, like,
Wow.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. She comes up to you. She seems to be more well disposed to you now that you've cleaned yourself up. And she says, Mr. Kravitz, you are to escort my grandchild here.
Yes.
She has an objective I wish her to complete.
Molly, please do not make this undesirable, but I will do my best to escort you.
I don't want to be escorted by him. He sucks. I don't like it. She just goes off on one. And then she gets like the strictest telling off of her life. It's like, you do as you say. You are my grandchild, and you will keep to the rules and regulations that we have laid down. You agreed with me that you would do this thing for me, and it's like it goes on for like she takes her by the like it's kind of rough.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Exactly. Molly does not look particularly happy, but she goes up. She like basically lunges out, grabs your hand, and pulls you out the front door.
I'm like, Molly, I don't want to do this as much as you don't want to do this, but we have no choice. I just hope all has been well with you.
She ignores
And I say,
you.
I say that with a disgusted face on my look, on my face, or a disgusted face. I'm like, hope all's been well with you. I'm gonna completely ignore her too,
Yep.
and we will just. I will escort her to whatever task she is on.
Okay. And that brings us to the scene we left off at last episode. Nate, you're driving Sarah directly out of the city when a rat skitters across the road, and then your eyes follow it and you go back to the road, and Florence is there and you have to slam on the brakes. Florence, you've been tracking them. Nate, you have apparently got Sarah most of the way to the barrier, because you can feel that static in the air, both of you. And yeah, the screeching of the brakes happens, like...
Yeah, Nate's like, Jesus Christ! And like, lowers the window, like, Florence?
I think there's some danger or something. I'm not sure, but be careful. Be very careful. The rats are disturbed.
What are you doing here? Did Alex send you?
No, I went to the house and there was things and stuff. What? Okay, I forgot. Why did I come? The rats were just like, there's some shit going on, right?
Basically, you were following the rats, and the rats, because the rats were disturbed somehow, and they were the rats that you had set to follow and keep tabs on Sarah.
Okay, just the rats told me, and so I followed them.
Okay, but I don't understand the problem. Like, she's fine. The border's right there. I'm doing what you said.
Well, she needs to go. You can't go over it with her.
No, I was going to give her the car.
Oh, right. Okay, good. I'll keep a lookout. You just do the handover. Go on, do it. She's going to take like a long look at Sarah in the car.
Nate's going to like, can Nate do wits awareness? He's going to be like, what is going on right now?
That wits insight for that.
Okay. Because he's definitely... Oh, sorry, I pressed the button.
I'm sorry.
He's definitely a bit freaked out about what's going on.
That's fine.
Oh, my things are popping up. Hold on.
Where is the different stuff? 2 successes. I would assume that that's probably enough to understand Florence's current state of mind. So I guess
there's definitely something going on.
What can he see, Florence?
In
your disposition.
Oh yeah, she's like agitated as well. She's just like, there's something. I don't know. Just go, take her, go, give her the keys, go, do it.
Okay. Nate's gonna get out of the car.
Florence has like a bolt loaded into the crossbow, and she's like,
he's gonna go really easily, trying to like not to like show aggressive, and he's like gonna open the door at Sarah's side.
Okay.
Hurry up!
He's gonna look at Florence like, shh, it's not gonna work if you like that.
Sorry, right.
Listen, Petal, I have some more instructions
Don't
for
call
you.
it petals, you know your petal.
Sarah's looking confused. She's like, Petal, but also this lady.
He's gonna snap his fingers. Listen, don't worry about it. Listen, and he's gonna try and dominate her if she will like look.
She will look at you. What do you say?
More
importantly, does Florence stop you?
Florence doesn't like it, but she isn't going to stop you. She's like,
yeah. And he's just going to say to her, get in the front of the seat and go to where you were born.
Over her shoulder.
Yes. Okay. And I think for that, it's a slightly more complicated command, so you're going to have to rouse check for that, but it does work.
Okay, let's write
Marco.
Does that work? Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry, I did 2. Yeah, sorry. You can pick whichever one.
Pick the first one, you're fine. Molly has been waiting in the shadows, looking over a specific section of the road. You're very aware that you are right up against the barrier here.
I'm gonna be like leaning over. So, why are we here? like just like I'm just sitting there. It's just an awkward silence, and
she looks at you, scowls, and is like, Mrs. Hitchton said that I had to come and collect someone.
who are we collecting?
This girl called Sarah. And she takes out a photo. And then you hear the screeching of brakes.
Do I recognize? I've met Florence's daughter before, so I would recognize the photo. Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
So I notice it's her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If we were collecting her, why are we collecting her here?
This is where she'd said she'd be.
That's odd.
I saw it.
Out here in the barrier? Does she want to harm this person?
I don't know. I do what I'm told. I'm a good girl.
I like literally start laughing. We should go see what those breaks were.
Yeah. Marco wits awareness.
Okay.
See how much of this scene you fully understand.
He ain't gonna understand shit. He's been so out of the loop. Yeah, he doesn't understand shit.
Okay. All you see is Molly marching up. Florence and Nate.
Can I be right behind her? I mean, I have to escort her, I have to protect her.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Molly, what are you doing here?
I've got a job to do, Florence.
What job do you have to do?
I have to take this woman with me. And she looks at Sarah, who is about to get into the...
No, you're not going to do that.
They come out of the woods. What is going on here?
Sarah starts to get into the...
Molly, I don't want to do anything, but I won't let you take her. She's
Wait.
leaving.
What is going on?
You don't have a choice. I've got things to do. She grabs Sarah by the hand, yanks her down to her level.
No, if she goes even close to Sarah, like starts moving towards Sarah, I am going to fire at her. Literally with the flaming bolt.
Roll it.
Right.
Oh shit!
Like if she
Nate's gonna slowly walk back a little bit. It's funny if Nate is just like,
for some
"Take
reason,
my fight."
Don't make me kill Florence, cause I'll kill an old bitch.
everybody's got to go sometimes, right? Right. Okay. Where are we? Also, would my willpower have come back from last week?
For shooting, it's composure firearms.
Composure fire. Yeah. Would my willpower have come back from last week? Last episode,
you can
whatever.
remove damage up to your composure or resolve. Sorry, I was looking at chat and they're making fun of me.
Okay. Where are we? Composure and resolve firearms. Is it just roll firearms? Is it that one? Yeah.
Let's hope this misses.
So is it firearm composure?
Why does this feel like a headshot or something?
Oh my god, I'd be dead!
You fucking headshot.
Tasha
Molly.
Sire's gonna kill me!
Right. What am I rolling again? Sorry. It's
Composure firearms.
composure firearms. There we go. Right. 3 successes.
3 successes.
I would. Can I re-roll any of that?
You can re-roll 2 if you want.
I'm gonna.
Oh lord.
She's gonna do that.
Sorry.
I don't know, Molly's taken quite a beating before. Oh shit. I don't know if she's taken that kind of beating before.
That's 2 10s. How many is that?
That to me last week. Well, last episode.
So let's see.
Uh,
That's 3 successes plus 4, giving you a total of 7.
Nice.
You shoot Molly.
with a flaming crossbow bolt.
There's the scream of a little girl and her nylon dress goes up in flames. I'm gonna have to.
Oh dear! I'm sorry, but you drove me to it. Won't let me hurt her.
Can I try to put her out?
Stop, drop, and roll, Molly. Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, what would be the role for put her out? What was the role for put her out last time, Loki?
Composure something?
Oh dear.
Composure dexterity? Composure athletics?
Something like that.
Okay, I'll do composure, dexterity.
Sure.
Oh shit!
Roll her in petrol. It's great.
You know what's gonna happen now.
Molly's
It's
dead.
like,
Maybe if I
bitchy.
hit her with a branch. I'm gonna die! That's sire.
Oh, look, water.
I literally show up, and now I'm gonna die because Florence just shot her with a flaming crossbow before I even was around.
Hey, look. It's fine.
Basically putting more nylon on her.
Okay.
It's alright, maybe I'll bring her the head of the person that killed her. I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Gonna do a couple of things for Molly here. 2 successes each. Okay. Holy crap! It's pouring it down out there.
It was pissing down earlier. Up
Yeah.
here.
Right. What happens in this instant is Molly's dress goes up in flames, but Molly is still holding on to Sarah. And as you see the
shit, Sarah's on fire.
fear raise in her eyes, there is a moment where she yells and locks eyes with Sarah and says, "Come with me!" And then just fucking sprints.
Oh, bitch! You did not. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And Sarah starts to follow.
I will fight Florence.
No, stop her! Florence is gonna try and just wrestle Sarah free. That's.
I will throw my body onto Florence. I will leap at her.
You're gonna get shanked in the. In fact, probably a bunch of the rats will just jump onto you then.
I'll eat them. I'm kidding.
Good luck.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. So you
No,
grab.
I will leap on top of her. I will activate my fortitude as well.
Okay. Yeah. Florence
Okay,
is just gonna
rouse
explode into angry.
Or toughness. My toughness. I'm sorry.
And
That's
yeah.
a rouse check.
Is it?
1d10.
Okay. How do I do that? 1d10.
I'm
see if you
really
get
tempted
angrier.
to shoot Sarah.
You get 1 point hungrier,
Okay.
Marco.
And now I am leaping on her. I'm tackling her to the ground.
Hmm.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna pop Protean actually.
Yes.
What does that even do? Isn't that? Oh, that's like that
That
thing.
is a rouse check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do not get hungrier, Florence.
This is about to get intense.
Florence.
Is this like a season finale? This is like a season finale episode.
Not even close.
Like in a show.
Florence, you have claws now. What is your intention? Marco's going to try and body tackle you, which
Just to get you to knock some sense into you.
I'm gonna
Like,
go for the eyes.
Ooh, girl.
would you like to do a cold shot?
Yeah. Can I just rake his face without it being a cold shot?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna rake his face. Probably not. directly.
Okay. Florence,
that good at
strength
melee.
brawl. Marco, strength brawl. Nate, are you doing
Okay.
anything?
Yeah, Nate's gonna shoot Marco.
Composure firearms.
Strength brawl.
Holy shit snacks.
Can I reroll?
No.
Please reroll. Please
I mean,
reroll.
if you re-rolled,
Nate,
even if you re-
how are you at 4 hunger?
Oh, from last time, remember?
Okay.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. That's why you can't reroll, because they're all hunger dice.
Okay, yeah. So if Nate fires and misses, he's probably just gonna back away.
Okay. Yeah, Nate, you fire, you miss.
Save her, Nate! Save her!
Florence jumps at Marco with ridiculously pointy claws. You thought she had a shank, but she doesn't need one anymore.
I
Marco,
am the shank.
you're stronger, faster, younger, and more experienced in hand-to-hand combat. And Florence, you take 3 superficial damage.
Wait, from me tackling her?
If your intention is not to hurt her and just push her down.
I don't want to. I just want to knock some sense into her. I'm like, Florence, chill. We're not gonna kill her. Like that's not.
She
What
needs to get out of here! Also, the girl holding her is on fire now.
Yeah, I think Nate would maybe run
It begins
around
to rain.
to see if he could.
I promised her I'd get her out. I need to get her out. It's not safe here. I need to get her out. You don't
It's
know
not
what
safe. It's not
don't-
safe to leave the city.
I'm just gonna fight you again. I'm just gonna scratch at you wildly.
Can I knock her out? Can I try to knock her out?
No. She's dead. It doesn't
Wait,
work
Florence
like
is
that
dead?
anymore.
Oh
Florence is
yeah.
dead.
Duh, I forgot.
Yeah.
We're fucking vampires.
You can knock her
Never
out
mind.
by doing so much damage that she goes into torpor.
I don't want to do that. That's terrible. Grab my knife. I'm stabbing the bitch. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I don't know. This is a tough moral dilemma. So is the current situation that we're in right now?
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to describe
Where do I see what is Nate doing right now?
Nate's
Nate?
backing up, right?
Yeah, he probably backed up and kind of avoided both Lawrence and Marco to follow what is apparently maybe a really easy target to follow because she's on fire in the middle of the night. So I feel like he could probably predict where she's going if he could try.
Art imitates life. It starts to rain.
God
Yeah.
fucking damn it!
He will. Yeah, he'll try his best to follow her after he goes around. If he loses them, he loses them. But he will try to avoid Florence and Marco to get.
Isn't Molly really fast also?
Yeah, but Sarah's not.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
Molly is...
I thought like maybe that was a really old episode.
Why do I not have Molly's stat sheet anymore? Did I... What? Okay. Oh, there it is. For some reason I just looked straight past it like 10 times. Okay. She is not particularly fast. She's a child.
Okay.
So she's
So
not
I
gotten
saw-
that far.
So I still need to buy some time for her. And there's no way I'm talking reason into Florence because so wait, I need to know from my character's perspective, what was the reasoning why I couldn't get my sister out of the city? Because there was a reason someone told me that you can't just have her leave. Because that was the whole reason why I had Taj protect her.
I think...
Because remember, like, before,
I think
even
the
before,
reasoning probably was, if I recall, you can't go with her. She's not convinced she wants to go. So you
is
found
that
her
it?
like a halfway where she was in
Oh,
safe
okay. I thought it was like some sort of like magical thing. All right,
It's not magical.
then I am going
Nothing's
to take my knife and stab Florence in the leg. Sorry, Florence.
Okay.
I don't want,
Florence.
but it's not going to be lethal. I just want to slow her down. What was it?
So Florence, what are you doing? Struggling still?
I'm going to claw at Marco again.
Okay.
Just screaming at
Stab
him.
to the leg could be lethal still.
It could be, but I mean, at least my guy is trying not to kill her, but I mean, he might accidentally.
Marco, roll with a knife. That is dexterity melee -2. You are currently covered in rats.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
-3, sorry. These
-3.
are trained
Go rats! It's your birthday. Gonna nibble him like it's your birthday.
I got 2. I'm surprised by that.
Got 2. Florence, you're still. So that's strength brawl.
One success.
You get 1 point of superficial damage.
Does it slow her down? So I stabbed her in the legs.
My apologies. If you want, sorry, I next time, if you want to slow her down, I will make that a cold shot.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So I just stab her.
But you
normally.
do that at
Shank,
minuses
shank.
as well. So, yeah. Florence, you have been shanked for 1 superficial damage. I'm assuming you're just headed towards Molly. It doesn't slow her down particularly.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like struggling out from under Marcus, just like, oh no, you can't stop me. Ah!
Like, calm down, Florence. We're not trying to hurt her. We're trying to get her out of the city. We are trying to get everyone out of the city.
Yeah, I don't care, you bloody idiot. You, no, you're just a credulous moron.
You will die outside of the city without your help.
You'll die inside the city.
Not with our help.
You're not helping. You just gave it to the girl that's on fire. Ah!
You lit her on fire.
She went after my daughter. I won't let her. I won't.
You're hurting her right now. You're putting her in harm's way.
Get off me! And I'm going
You trust Nate to take her out of the city?
Yes!
You're an idiot.
Molly doesn't get very far.
Ooh.
Okay.
She is.
Can I fire
she
again
looks
at
like
Molly?
the fire is slowly going down because of the rain, but she's distracted. She looks like she's not fully in control.
Oh, okay.
And so Sarah is just kind of slowly doddering after this wildly flailing girl.
I just imagine a naked little girl like with a crossbow in her back or in her
Pretty much
or something. Like, what the hell?
I think if she doesn't get fired, Nate's probably going to fire at her.
Okay, Nate, you can fire again.
Is that just the same firearm?
It's Sarah.
So what about this rain? Will the rain slow him down from aiming?
The rain, I don't know. Rain doesn't tend to slow people down.
I mean, it definitely messes with your aim, though.
Not the ranges Nate shoots people at, I imagine.
The range currently is quite short. Molly hasn't gone very far at all.
Okay.
So, what was it? Firearms composure?
Mm-hmm.
2.
2 successes. You hit her.
Jesus. Y'all gonna get this bitch after you?
And you know what? She seems to straighten up and start slapping at the fire on her dress.
Has she let go of Sarah?
Yes.
In
Sarah's
that
still
case,
standing there.
I would like to start reloading my crossbow.
Okay. Would you like to reload and fire in the same turn at a penalty,
Yeah.
which I should have done last time?
How much of a penalty?
2.
Yes, why not? Fuck it.
You hit Sarah.
I'm really waiting for the beats to fail. It's like, yeah, you shoot Sarah in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh god, that would be awful.
Enjoy your drama, bitches.
Oh my god, can it happen?
Right, it was it composure?
I'm waiting for a bestial
composure
failure. Bestial
firearms
failure.
-2.
Oh,
1 success. You
I
have
would
2
like
dice
to
reroll.
re-roll those two thingies. Oh, did I? Oh wait, I re-rolled the entire thing. Sorry. Hang on. Let me just.
Come on, double ones.
One?
You got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, cool.
Ooh. You hit her again. So that's...
Thwomp.
She looks like she's in pain.
Leave her alone!
She struggles through it, and just like in frustration, you hear the little girl look at Sarah and just scream, "Run!" And Sarah begins to run.
Nate, stop her!
Yeah, Nate will take after Sarah. He has no interest in Molly. He has a job to do, so he's gonna go after her.
Take like a thing at a Marcus bit, right? If you shoot her in the leg, she'll slow down.
Ah, you little evil bitch!
Okay.
I do my best.
Oh no, I don't have that power anymore. Never mind. I was like, can I leap into the trees to chase after him? But no, I can't. I will. I guess I have no. I have to run after him because I'm like nowhere near anything that's happening now at this point. I'll chase after Nate. Just
Okay. If you try and chase after Nate, I'm gonna try.
actually no. Wait. Molly's just standing there, right? She's not running after.
At this point, Sarah is sprinting in a direction. Let's see which direction.
Because if Lauren, I'm just worried.
Across the border.
So wait, I just want to make sure that Molly just standing still. Because Molly's standing still, I'll just grab her and take her away to keep her safe.
Sarah is going in a direction. Molly seems to be going towards Florence.
Oh, I will fully run up and pick up Molly and run to the woods. Like at least that's what I'm gonna attempt to do. Like just swoop her up into my arms and.
You're gonna need to roll me like a strength ball roll.
Ooh, okay, I can do that.
Three.
I'm gonna roll those 2 other die.
So is Molly.
Okay, 1d.
You're gonna have to beat 5 successes.
2d.
2D is definitely better than 1D.
Yeah.
You get 4 successes. Out of absolutely nowhere, you try to pick up this agitated child. You get a knife in your hand.
Oh, you're going to die if you keep this up.
I'm not. I've got something to do.
We can still do it, but just be smart about it.
Pot? Kettle?
You see her think about it. She's like, "You're right." She looks over to Sarah, and I rolled badly for Sarah. Sarah is running across the barrier.
Yes.
Good.
No.
If she was across the barrier, Nate will stop.
Molly follows her.
Florence is reloading her crossbow again.
This bitch is stupid. This Molly bitch is stupid. Oh my god. Molly about to die, girl. Molly about to die.
If Nate sees her cross the border, if she does get across the border, he's just gonna observe. He's gonna like take a step back and observe just so he can report back what happened.
I'll tackle Molly to the ground.
Okay. Yes. That's gonna have to be another strength brawl versus
That's fine.
Molly, who is determined not to let this woman get away. And you know what? What hunger is she on right now? Higher than she wants to be. So that's
I'm not. I don't know if I'll reroll. I mean, maybe.
Molly is rerolling.
Oh, she's gonna reroll that I have to.
Ooh.
One. I reroll 2 of those, right? Oh, come on. No.
Looks like everything didn't heal correctly.
Molly continues.
Oh, just you wait. You have a very angry sire coming your way for putting a bullet in Molly.
In fact, Florence is going to jump into the car,
And run the bitch over!
rev the car, and basically make a beeline for Molly.
Okay.
Duh! Bugger it! Oh, it's the first, second. Oh, there we go. Right.
Let's
Signal maneuver.
let's do a dexterity drive roll,
This is
Florence,
fine.
because oh, hang on.
I'm imagining Florence as she does this, like she also signals to pull out with the car, despite the fact she's going to run someone down. Like, I'll signal.
Oh yeah.
That's a 1.
Can I re-roll those 2
Yes, you can.
5s? Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the 5s. I'm gonna spend my willpower like water.
Oh, not too
2
bad.
successes. Okay, I was going to say that you were just behind Molly because you were in a car and she is on foot.
Break off. Oh yeah.
With an extra success, and Molly didn't do particularly well, you are. Do you want to be like just running her down?
Yes.
Okay, she is on the tail of Sarah. About to
basically-
catch her.
Yeah. I basically want to run Molly down and then slam the brakes on so I don't injure Sarah.
Do you now?
I don't know if you. Yeah.
Okay, no,
Is that
let's,
a high enough roll to do that? That'd be pretty impressive driving.
the way this is going to go down is you will have a choice. You can follow alongside Molly and not hit Sarah, or you can hit them both.
Can I overtake Sarah and just open the door and be like, get in?
Yes.
Right, in that case, I'm going to do that instead. I'm just going to sort of veer around them and just open the door and sort of like be next to Sarah, just going, get in the car! Come on, quick!
As you do this, make me a rouse check.
Oh, God. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, there we
Nate
go.
is so nervous. Look at the face. So nervous.
You cross the barrier in the car, and it hurts. You heard Molly do a similar cry, probably because of the fire and other things. Sarah begins to get in the car.
As soon as, like, she's in securely, I'm going to start, you know...
Dex
I'm gonna
drive.
keep the
Whoop.
car-
Dex drive.
Okay, Dex drive. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh no, this is not gonna end well.
2 successes? I would like to re-roll... I would like to re-roll those 2 as well. Jesus Christ.
Dylan, you thought Vampire ended well?
Okay,
Of course
3
not.
successes. Come on.
I just
Come
wanted more
on.
blood.
Fuzzy, you can only reroll 1.
Can I?
Yes.
You can reroll the other one, but it is a 10.
It's a 10, yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. I thought that was a 0.
That's okay. Do you just want to roll 1? See what
Yeah, go on
happens.
then. Okay.
Let's shoot a flaming crossbow into the gas pipe.
That is 3 successes.
That'll do.
Molly also got 3 successes
Fuck.
because she wanted to climb in the car with you.
Oh, fuck off, Molly. Take the hint.
At this point, I'm just imagining like a little baby zombie, just like like those zombie movies. Yeah.
I think because it's equal, I will give you the choice of like, what's there to choose between?
They both get in the car.
They both get in the car, or neither of them get. No.
Yeah, they both. I mean, you
Can I
could.
just sort of reach over and grab Sarah and pull her in as she's trying to get in?
Yes, absolutely. I think if you want Sarah to be in the car, Molly also has to be in the car. Otherwise, we'll figure out something else.
Molly could be like holding on to like the truck.
Molly is like a feral child holding on to the outside of the car.
Yeah. It's that classic like action movie, like you're holding onto the back.
Yes.
That's a good one. Sarah hurt and Molly not in, or Molly in.
Yes. That's a good choice.
Sarah.
Because, like, Molly's running around with a knife, like that kid. What have you got there? A knife!
Well, it could
I was
be,
thinking,
well,
like, what if she like hit her head? Like, coming.
No,
like,
even better,
come
right?
in.
Because Florence has still got her claws. So she reaches out to grab Sarah, pulls her in.
You claw her as you pull her in.
Oh shit!
I think the claws do aggravated damage to mortals.
Mm-hmm, they do. +2.
You choosing that?
Yeah. If that's what you want, that will. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
She is in the car.
Most of her.
Most of her. Molly is clinging to the outside of this car that you are revving. And she pulls out the bolt still on fire from her chest.
Ooh.
And smashes in the window.
Yeah, Molly's a trooper.
Molly
okay,
did
how
really well on a
fucked up
couple of
does
different
Sarah-
rolls.
How fucked up does Sarah look now?
Apart from like profuse bleeding and claw marks across the arm, she's fine. A little bit dazed and confused, and like adrenaline.
In that case, oh god, right. In that case, I would like to just drive as fast as I can, as far away from the barrier as I can, then slam the brakes on, and get out of the car. Just be like to Sarah, just go, just keep driving, all right? I just need to take care of something, and I'd like to sort of just grab Molly off the roof and try and sort of pull her free of the car.
While this is happening, I want to discuss this afterward. I'm walking over to Nate and we're having a conversation. But that'll be happening after.
Fucking
all of
bitches are
this.
crazy, right?
Oh, if Marco tries to go for Nate, Nate's gone.
I'm not letting you leave.
Yeah, Nate's gone.
We'll get back to that because that sounds like a whole other mess.
Yeah,
But
you ain't leaving, Nate.
Florence, your intention to do that, I think, should probably be a dex drive. But first, I just remembered, make a frenzy roll.
Cool. Okay. E.
One
Frenzy
success.
restrained.
Restrained.
With a little icon.
One success is not enough for what I was thinking. But I will give you the option to use this bestial moment to power this particular moment, and I shall flavor it for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. You retain your faculties for the most part. Do me another rouse check. See how much you're bleeding right now. Because Molly is, like,
I'm fine.
losing blood in gouts. Florence is faring way better with a success. You need to make me that dex drive roll.
I've got one willpower left I can reroll with as well. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Right, so it works. Describe this for us.
So yeah, basically, I'm just gonna sort of like just go to Sarah and be like, just drive. Wait till I got her off and then drive, and then I'm just gonna sort of jump out of the car, just like boost myself up onto the roof, tackle Molly off the roof as best I can, and just basically sort of like just try and get her on the floor long enough for Sarah to sort of scramble into the driver's seat and to go.
Okay. Sarah scrambles into the driver's seat, fumbles with the keys. She seems to be under a lot of stress and having a lot of problems with this, and she seems to be losing blood and wobbling a lot. But she does what you say. Molly, however, is going to take that flaming bolt.
Mm-hmm.
It's still on fire?
Mm-hmm.
She's
Oh,
going
shit,
to,
son.
She can only
You roll
roll
two?
one of those. And she's going to do it.
Oh my god.
Would you like to roll some sort of combat roll?
Meanwhile, all the rats are trying to like catch up to Florence.
The rats seem to be having a problem. Like, they get to the barrier, some of them chicken out, some of them, like, start to bleed, some of them scamper across, but the smaller, weaker, less capable-looking ones.
At this point, Florence is probably going to pull her knife and try and just, like, shank Molly.
Okay,
Because the
yes.
claws aren't really working that well. So that's what, dex melee or strength melee?
Dex melee. You can reroll 2 if you'd like.
Go on, why not? What's the worst that could possibly happen?
Mm-hmm. That's 3 successes.
Oh, 3.
That reduces her margin of success
2, isn't it?
to 3.
Yeah, it's 2 successes.
Oh, sorry,
isn't it?
2 successes.
No, it's 3. Because you have
margin
5
of-
successes, then 1.
Her margin of success is...
She roll 1.
Yeah, she re-rolled 1, so she has 6 successes.
She has 6 successes versus your 2. So
Mm,
she
right, okay.
has 4. I need to
Is that
check something. Very,
Is
very
that 4 aggravated?
Actually, you take 4 aggravated and 2 superficial.
Oh, that's me down.
Okay.
That's, yeah, so Florence is like,
Bye,
"Ah!"
Bye, Florence.
Burial, cremation.
Well, if she's been stabbed with the flaming bolt, then cremation.
Cheaper.
I'm going to tell you this now. Molly was 1 superficial away from death. So I'm going to make this very cinematic for you all.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna die after this.
Florence.
Oh, you too, Nate. You dead too. You're on her hit list now.
We'll see. Florence, you go down. The fire burns away your shawls. But the rain puts it out. Molly is consumed by fire. And you hear the sound of someone on concrete, walking footsteps. And Sarah comes into your view as you stare up into the rain.
What are you doing, girl? Run! Run! Get out of it!
You're hurt.
Get out of it! Well, no, it's fine. I'm fine. Just go. Just go.
You saved me.
Well,
I don't know what's happening, but you saved me.
that's my job.
Florence, you feel something you haven't felt in a very, very long time. An inner warmth. unfortunately, it now feels like an outer warmth as you begin to bleed out. You don't feel the barrier anymore. You don't feel the confusion you've felt for so many years. But the burns, the stab wounds, they are bleeding profusely, and you will not survive.
I'll be fine. I'm just going to have a lie down. It's just our look. Just go and be happy, dear. It's fine.
Sarah holds you in her arms and sees the corpse of a child turn to dust. And as you black out, and as Florence dies for the final time, you feel at peace as you hear an engine drive away. And at this point, we all see a stark difference between the two corpses on the road. One is ash and bone and teeth from the canines, very sharp. But one seems fresh, mortal. Lost a lot of blood, but not decomposed, not unkempt, not dead for more than a few seconds at this point. And some rats scamper up and nuzzle.
Oh no, my baby.
Florence dies immortal, sacrificing herself for her touchstone.
Aw. Bye-bye, Florence. You did good in the end by killing a child.
Jesus. Aww. Poor Florence.
She, you know, she got the end she wanted, I suppose.
She had a good run, at least.
More of a hobble, really.
Yeah, to be honest. She didn't get a good cup of tea before she died.
No, but she saved her daughter, and that's all she wanted to do.
I made a really good cup of tea a week ago. In game
She did.
time.
She had some good tea. She had some good times. You know, she went out the way she might have wanted to go.
She went out with the most kills, most importantly.
She did.
Yeah, she really did.
VTM is all about the high score, so she basically wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nate.
Yes, would anyone like to do anything? I understand.
I'm chasing this bitch down.
Okay, in that case, Nate, you are attempting to escape. How are you doing that?
Yeah.
But I don't want to I don't want to fight him. I literally just want to know like I know of a way to save us, and you're doing something to ruin that now.
Yeah, and he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about you. He's gone.
I'm chasing after. I'm
Let's see
chasing
if
after him.
Marco catches up with Nate. I'm assuming Nate's just using the streets to get away.
Whatever he can, anything that he thinks. If he knows the area that he's like cosplayed in this area, he'd probably use like secrets here and there. If he doesn't, he's just going to use the streets and just try and like.
Oh, then I will stab him if he's gonna like really try this hard. I will stab him. Absolutely.
You're gonna have to catch him first. You're gonna have to.
Okay,
catch
no.
him first.
I'll try to catch him first.
Yeah.
But
So
like, I have
both-
my-
You're
I have
nowhere
my-
near Nate.
Both of you wit streetwise.
Okay. Ooh.
2 versus 1.
I'm going to
Marco,
reroll.
Nate disappears.
Can I reroll?
Yeah, you got 2 you can reroll for a willpower.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2v2. This is up to the two of you to narrate exactly how
Okay.
this goes down. Or should we just have a roll off? Both of you roll 1 dice.
Okay.
Is that slash R 1d10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, lost the roll off.
Bye bye. Nate wouldn't stop. He would just go.
Yeah.
He only answers to Ferris now.
Wow. Okay.
This is good. This is gonna cause a blood war in the streets.
Blood war in the streets. Blood war in the sheets. It's okay.
Yes.
All right. I feel like at this point we should do a time skip.
Okay.
So I'm going to go round, see what everyone is up to. If anyone wants to describe anything particular that will happen over.
Guess I've been a prisoner for a while because I'm still in that cell. If we're doing a time skip,
A couple of weeks. yeah, let's say this is a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Oh my god.
well, Ferris is probably going crazy because Alex hasn't come back.
Like, the thing is, right? I'm waiting on Nate to come back, and I'm waiting on Alex to come back. I don't hear. So probably only like 20 minutes later, probably while all that's going down, or just after it's gone down, I probably call one of them because they're already overdue. So I probably call Alex to begin with. Where's Alex's phone?
She had it on silent. We already established that last time.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I call your phone if you don't answer in the cell because it's on silent.
Yeah.
I call Nate.
Okay.
Yeah, if the whole fight happened, Nate's not gonna answer.
Oops.
It depends on like what happened.
Okay.
You don't know that
Probably
he
wait
got
an
my
hour
hair.
and then recall because like this is the thing that I really needed to do, and they've gone missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it depends on how long the fight took. If Nate gets away, he'll answer. But if Ferris is calling during the fight, he's not gonna know.
I think it will probably happen after the fight. The fight did not take particularly long. It was
Okay.
10 minutes maximum.
Yeah. Wait, does the first call happen after the 10 minutes?
It probably happens during the 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, if he gets away and he's like knows that he's kind of safe, he'll keep heading back towards the club and pick up the phone or call Ferris back.
First picks up the phone. Nate, where are you and Alex?
Listen, I'm on my way back. Okay, it's done. Florence.
I know it's done. I've got her here. Where are you and Alex?
I'll explain when I get back. I've got news about Florence.
When will you get back?
I'm on my way.
And where's Alex? She with you?
She left to head back herself.
Fine. I'll talk to you soon.
Sure.
I call Alex again.
Nate's gonna text Alex like, shoot.
Is Ferris watching over Sarah in the cell, or has he like figured she can't get out because she's immortal?
He probably popped down like once during the hour while he waited. No, we
Oh,
didn't
okay.
know, so he probably hasn't popped down yet. He'll probably pop down at some point if it like goes on longer.
So I can freely use my phone without him.
Oh yeah. They're meant to be cells just to like keep mortals in. Like they'll keep any kind of mortal in, but they're not meant to keep kindred in or anything.
Okay. She would respond to Nate and be like, "What happened? Did she get over the barrier?"
Yeah, Nate's gonna be like, yep, over the barrier, gone. Florence, dead.
Oh shit. Sort of good, I guess.
Good. Good.
The fact that Sarah got over the barrier. She doesn't elaborate in her text messages, obviously. She says he's gonna be pissed if he finds out.
Yeah, Nate's gonna be like, what's the story? He rang asking where you were. I said you left to head home. to head back your own way.
My God, what am I gonna come up with? Just stick to that. You can't reach me. Fucking assholes. Yeah, that's basically Alex is like, just stick to the story that we separated.
Okay, yeah, Nate's gonna be like, okay, on my way.
How long does it take
Would,
to get back
would
to the
you
club?
be there waiting? Question mark.
How long does it take you to get back to the club?
He's gonna head straight back. If how long ever it takes.
Josh, how long does it take Nate to get to the club?
It's gonna be like 10 minutes, maybe. I don't really know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
so
going to say,
take
like, if it's
over.
more than 20 minutes, Ferris would go, like, check that Sarah's there, like, things are getting weird, but he'd only just, like, open the shutter. So if it's 10 minutes, he's still upstairs, waiting.
So I guess, Nate, do you go directly there?
Oh, hold on. Maybe.
Do you go directly back to Ferris?
Ferris will drink in the meantime.
Yeah, Nate'll probably text Ferris and say he's got to make a stop on the way.
No, get back here now.
Yeah, Nate's not gonna do that.
I mean, Nate's going to try not to.
Yeah, he's not gonna try. I think yeah. Would he go back though? Oh,
I mean, if you don't want to go back, you'll probably have to roll it because you're bonded.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true.
You
Yeah,
are
Nate's gonna
bonded.
try and break the bond.
Okay, that is. Remind me,
Resist,
intelligence
break.
resolve.
I think it was intelligence resolve or something? Or
Yeah.
that's so many things, so I always forget.
It's
Intelligent resolve.
so annoying. I
Like
keep
Nate's gonna
forgetting.
want to go back anyway because he like knows he's gonna be in so much shit, but he also doesn't want to go back. So he's gonna like. I think that's how he sorts the mental bond because he doesn't actually know that he's done.
Blood bond.
Okay, yeah, Nate, you're gonna have to do intelligence resolve, I think.
Okay.
Thanks for looking that up, E.
233.
Oh, I have the PDF open. I'm an idiot.
Ah,
So Nate got 5 successes with a messy critical.
yeah,
Nate.
resolve intelligence versus bond strength.
Versus bond strength, which is 3. So you succeed by 2, but you do have a messy critical. So, how does the beast make this? I think the beast makes this messy by you making it very apparent that you are disobeying Ferris. Does that sound good, Nate?
Yeah, I think he'd be sassy and he'd be like, yeah.
What were you saying, Sheepy?
I was gonna say, given his amount of hunger he has, wouldn't he get distracted by wanting to eat?
The hunger definitely distracts you. Yes, you want to eat something. That's for sure.
I get like a hangry text being like, I have to stop for food.
I'm angry. That's all he says over text message.
I've had a very bad day.
Yeah, Nate, that's up to you. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. Ferris, he's being a dick to you. But Nate. Do you reply, Ferris?
No, Ferris goes down to check on Sarah.
Yeah, Nate's text is probably like lowercase I and then have to in like all caps and pick up something.
Okay. So the question is, Nate, do you go hunting or do you go where you know there will be blood?
Where he knows there will be blood.
All right. Nate, you rock up at your old apartment. There's a very fancy car outside.
Yeah, Nate's probably just like in a frenzy, just like running up and just like he doesn't want anything to like interfere.
Okay. You run.
If he sees Alex, he's probably gonna like throw his arms around him and like thank him.
It's Xander now. He's changed his name. It's cooler that way.
Yeah, it's Xander. He's definitely gonna thank him, and then like probably push past him to see what's happening.
It's like, yeah, I think you probably insult Xander a bit there because he's done all this for you, and then like when you just breeze past him, he's very confused, but you don't care. You know where you can find blood. What do you do?
Depends what scene he goes into. What's the scene that he like he's probably gonna like pass
There's a body laid out on your bed.
Yeah, Nate's gonna like probably approach it, kind of like really like frantically just caress it, and like even just maybe like make sure that like it's still alive. Does that make sense? Or still dead.
She doesn't appear to be dead. In fact, I'm going to do something. She wakes up. She seems very weak.
Yeah, Nate's gonna like look at Xander and be like, "You've no idea how grateful I am," and then he's just gonna turn and feed.
Okay. You begin to feed just as she says, "Nate, I don't understand what's." And you sink your teeth in. You can go to 1 hunger.
I can. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And then we shall begin the diablerie of Ranella. Nate.
Yes.
You have to make a strength plus resolve test.
Okay. Okay. How do I roll that?
Click on the button by strength and then select resolve.
Oh, sure, sorry.
Four successes. It's a struggle. You've never fed like this before. Her blood is powerful. And there's something fresher, brighter, stronger, but also less willing to leave the body. Much like blood. But all the blood is gone, you are sure of that. And a literal sucking power and strength of will, you pull it out of her.
King power?
Ranella dies, and her corpse starts to go purple and blue and yellow, and becomes sunken, because she's not been dead very long. But, Nate,
Yes.
you rise from this feeding, blood down your face and your clothes, and the beginnings of an internal struggle happen. You lose 1 humanity. I'm just gonna bring up your stat sheet.
Do I take it away or do I put a dash?
No,
Yeah.
you take it away permanent.
Yeah.
What's that put you on? It's got to be pretty low.
He narrowly avoided losing a humanity previously, so he's on 4 now.
Yay! Welcome to the club.
He
4
could have been
humanity.
on 3
Oh,
for this,
Lord.
and that would have been really bad. You need to do a roll of your humanity versus her resolve blood potency. So if you roll me 4 dice.
Crit if you can.
2 successes. She didn't have much blood potency. She was a fresh vampire. She didn't have much resolve. She spent a lot of her life being pushed around. You have 10 experience points to spend on
Wait, did she get a 0?
disciplines. Because now you feel something change about yourself. You feel so many things change about yourself. This is going to take some time. So I think for now we shall say that you are no longer a Thin-Blood. You are a Ventru.
Okay, let me look at them.
And Nate understands this on a very deep blood and guts and mentality level. So much about you has changed. So much of your beast itself is stronger and different. And you lose your Toreador curse. Unless you want to keep it.
Oh, that's true. What's the venture curse again?
The Ventru curse is that you have a specific type when you feed.
Well, that kind of suits him because he kind of went for beautiful people and vampire. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Let's say you have access to dominate, presence, and fortitude. You get to put... let's remove that point of presence, because you technically don't have that, because you're not a Thin-Blood anymore. But
Okay.
between presence and fortitude, but 2 in one and 1 in the other. Just so we got a quick baseline for you.
Okay, where do I put those? On the front page first?
Yeah, on the discipline page. Part of the
So
page.
put 2 in, or put 1. Sorry, in.
You have
Between fortitude and presence, 2 in one, 1 in the other.
yeah.
What does fortitude do?
Fortitude is physical and mental resistance.
Yeah, I think fortitude. I would do another. Would be the 2, and presence would be 1.
Presence makes you a social powerhouse.
He kind of does. Yeah, presence and then fortitude 1. Yeah.
Okay. And you have 10 experience points to spend on disciplines between dominate, presence, and fortitude. But seeing as it's impossible to spend it,
It would allow you to go up to fortitude 2,
that's literally all you can do with that, yes.
unless you have existing XP that you have banked and you haven't spent.
Oh, yeah.
He used all of that for dominate. Let's just go to fortitude 2.
How much experience do you have?
11.
11?
That's enough.
You that would put you at 20, which you could either go to dominate 4.
Oh no, I added the 10 already, so he only has like 11B plus the 10.
Oh, then yeah. Take away those 10 and put a second point in fortitude, because unfortunately that's the only thing you
Because
can
I remember I saved up like 20 something for the dominate one.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, like, if your plan went through, then it might have been better to save it, but it was cooler to have you do the thing with Renala and with Sarah, so yeah. Dominate 3, presence 2, fortitude 2. Nate is a full-blooded vampire.
I think if he like is aware of himself, he'd probably just be really confused and really upset with himself for still being alive, because he would have just like wanted Renala to take over, if that made sense.
It would have been a possibility if she'd rolled more than 0.
You don't roll well with Diablerie.
I'm awful at this. Okay. So, go to the Blood and XP tab and put 1 point in your Blood Potence.
Okay.
I have some extra stuff that I will fill in for you. But for the moment, we're going to cut away from Nate's apartment, where Alex is, like, very cautiously trying to comfort Nate in his confusion. Where should we go? Does anyone have anything?
Do Loki.
Ferris?
Loki hasn't done much.
Loki, yeah, let's quickly have a quick description of what Loki's up to.
This is pre-recorded stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think until the time skip and other things.
Stop swapping the thing, Nate. I'm filling in your stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Loki probably gonna keep his head down in the Nosferatu caves and do a mix of like chatting with Nosferatu when he can and getting a lay of the land and reading that book that he got.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
From Grimm. You got a book. Do you want to tell us what it says?
Oh God.
Because I wrote it down for you, but I can't remember exactly what I wrote. So
Did you send that to me? Or...
I think I sent it to you in PMs. Hang on.
Damn it. It was basically is this it? Yeah, it's like someone's creating finding multiple sources that will allow them to create their own clan, right?
It's methodology
Yeah.
for creating your own clan.
And they're like, you can stay thin blood but gain a lot more power, I believe, is the gist of the book.
Yeah, the book draws comparisons between what Thin Bloods are and do and the founders of the clans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki seems to be reasonably well accepted amongst the Nosferatu. There aren't many. There are like 2. And they're ghouls.
Yeah.
That you've met, at the very least. Where should we go next?
Probably have to do the cage.
Let's go to the cage. Alex, what are you doing? You're sending, receiving texts.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen if Nate's going to snap and tell Ferris everything, or if, like, she's right now at the mercy of whatever Nate does until he gets back. And she won't answer Ferris unless he starts to suspect anything. But so far he hadn't, so I don't know. I don't know if that's going to change or not. But he can't reach Alex, obviously, and it's been a few hours, so.
If it's been a few hours, he'd go down to check on Sarah. Because the only thing he got out of that situation, everyone else went missing, and he has Sarah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. You go down there. Ferris, you're starting to get a bit of a buzz in the back of your head. It feels uncomfortable again.
Okay, goes down, opens the slot in the door. What do I see?
Wits awareness.
mean, if it's hard to see, we might end up just opening the door anyway to have a look. But for now, 3 successes.
3 successes. Alex, I think to compare the successes, you should probably do like a charisma performance roll to see how well this charade is going. that's.
In fairness,
I don't have points in
insight if I'm looking into her charade, like because my insight is far lower than my awareness.
But on a physical level, she's not. On a performance
all I
level,
got
she's
is
not
like
acting
a
it anymore.
hoodie over, and like my hair's
Okay,
pulled back
yeah.
so we can't see it. Like I'm not trying. Like I haven't talked. Basically, I've just have been avoiding Ferris because like she's not.
Yeah.
She's not A, she's not a stealthy person, and B, she's not like disguised. She's just biding as much time as possible because she doesn't want him to find out. Like now that she knows Sarah got across the border, that's fine, but the longer that he's unaware, the better, basically, right? So
Okay. Yeah, he looks through and he sees.
I don't know. What exactly does he see? A person in a hoodie that looks nothing like... You probably catch, like, a hint of the silhouette. It's dark in here. Does not remind you of the Sarah you met.
I think that because she has full sleeves all the way down her arms, I think she accidentally hiked up her sleeve a little bit, and he sees the tattoo underneath.
Ferris flings the door open, like a metallic bang as it lands against the wall, like plaster chips off and falls to the ground. Alex, where's Sarah?
Well, that lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. She pulls the hoodie down. She's not here, obviously.
You said I should trust you.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
The original plan happened.
Which was?
Her not being here.
When I said that I needed her,
Mm-hmm.
why did you change the plan?
Because you changed the plan after we had already made the plan.
I needed to change the plan.
Why?
Was unsafe for her to leave the city.
Really?
Ferris, would you like to do a Fury Frenzy test?
I would like to try and fail to break the bond for the scene, and then I'll make a Fury Frenzy test when I automatically fail that, because I can't ever beat that, but I will try.
Okay,
Please
do. Yeah. You got close. You were a dice away once.
I had to roll like 2 above my dice pool in successes, so like miracles
it's a big dice
happen.
pool, though.
Yeah. 2 crits, basically.
You got this, dude.
So many more. You know what? I will
roll 4 10s.
I will rouse check, even though it's not going to do much, but I have to because it's in character. Hunger gain. Right, I get +3 from Fortitude. And +1 die, which I will roll, but it's not going to make a difference because it's going to be 4 successes.
You feel something processing information.
Okay.
You feel the voice not saying anything, but there are whispers There are jitters. You can't really figure them out. But you do recognize that it is extremely angry. And it rubs off on you.
Difficulty?
The difficulty for this will
3?
be... Huh?
Is it 3 or higher?
I'm going to quickly check my PDF for... I would say probably 4.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So he clutches the side of his head very briefly before becoming like self-conscious that he's doing it in front of someone. And his hand just goes to his side. Question GM, I don't know how you rule Fury Frenzies. Am I just completely bestial, or do I still use like knives and stuff? Do I go back on training that I have, or do I just go back to my animal instinct? I know different GMs rule it differently in different cases.
Yeah, I would say you fall back on what you know.
Okay. In which case, it's a frenzy. He wants to make it personal. It is personal. So he's not going to throw a knife. In fact, he's probably going to throw a knife just to scare her and like try and get to go directly past her face before he's going to pull more knives and just charge at her.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate everything.
Only physical disciplines, but yes. I don't think you have any Oh, you don't have... You have presence, but...
No, I don't anymore. Yeah, I nothing that's combat related at all. So firstly, I'm gonna activate Fortitude. No, because I'm thinking offensively, I activate my celerity to go faster.
Okay.
Which is rouse check. Success. And in the same action, I throw a knife, which I just want to scare her with. Because I want this to be personal.
This will just be for show, but 4 successes, a knife flits past your face, Alex. And I think that's probably enough warning, barely, for you to understand exactly what just happened. You have your own beast. You know what's going on. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to evade his attacks because this is gonna be bad.
Okay. Yeah. Dex dodge and
Okay.
Ferris, Dex melee, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When I have a specialty in dodging, is it just a +1 or? Mm-hmm. Okay. So then that's actually Dex Athletics plus the 1, because there's no dodge on.
Oh, of course, yeah. Dex Athletics plus 1.
Yeah. Okay.
I activate my superficial reduction from Fortitude as well.
Okay. So you've got to beat 4 successes. It's a pretty good roll. 6 successes.
Come on, E.
With a messy critical.
He probably just pulls out 2 knives and just goes to hack into her.
Okay.
He's gonna not go overarm hacking. He's just gonna go underarm because he wants to stab her and push his face against her. He wants to be eye to eye as he's fighting her. This is personal to him.
Okay. Yeah. Totally. Alex, do you have vampiric resilience? Okay.
I do.
So you
Good.
take. I think
Plus
this is
2 or 3 on the knives. I can't remember what it is.
I think it was 3. So you get halved. So
9
it's 2
rounded
margin,
down.
5, 3 superficial damage.
Okay. Are the superficials the slashes or the X's?
Slashes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, he's straight up like gonna stab you, probably with both knives at the same time, like directly below the ribcage and kind of up. Like if you were human, it'd probably pierce the heart and be like a death blow instantly. And he's gonna push you back against the wall, and he's just gonna look you in the eye and say, "I needed to. She needed to be brought here." And he's gonna continue attacking.
You hear a guttural growl, maybe vowels. You don't hear what that sentence means, though.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to disarm him.
Okay. I would say that's probably strength brawl -2.
-2.
It's like a cold shot.
Oh, okay.
Am I opposing this with my attack?
You're opposing it with.
I mean, I
whatever
can't really
you would like to
dodge.
do.
I'm pinned against a wall. So
I'm gonna have to pull the knives out to stab you again. I haven't like grappled you or anything.
You just twist them.
that's true. Yeah. 2 successes with Beast.
4 successes. Ferris. Once again.
Yeah, I twist them and I just push her up on the knives.
Okay.
You see my health, right?
I
No, I know.
I do.
Oh,
I do.
yes. So, I don't know if I told you. So, at that point, because you took another 3, because it was the same margin. Oh yeah, I was like, why do you have aggravated? I'm like, I gave that to you.
Yeah.
So, you should have, everything is superficial, and and then the spare one wraps around and becomes aggravated on one of the superficial. Does that make sense?
So like this?
Yes.
Is that... Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was doing that right.
And now you are full. Your health bar is full up. You take -2 to all physical actions.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, you know that disarming Ferris means that he's got many other knives. You've seen many knives.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know that. Would it be possible for me to grab, since I'm so close to him, would I be able to grab one of the knives?
Yeah.
You see where I pull them from. You know where they are.
Yeah.
To look for them.
I'm just going to make that one a strength brawl -2.
Yep.
But just the -2 for the damage, not the cold shot. And
So should I
Ferris-
just roll strength brawl -2 right now
Yeah.
to grab and use it, essentially?
And then we will see how that does versus Ferris. What are you doing? Are you still stabbing?
Like, how injured does she look to me at a glance?
Relatively.
Oh, I can reroll.
Relatively severe dice wounds, basically.
Dice wounds.
Yeah,
Knife
I think at
wounds.
this point he's gonna probably want to just throw her across the room before going and attacking her again. So he's probably just gonna pick up and throw her.
So I got 4 successes on the pole knife and stab.
Okay. Yeah. If you're throwing, that will be a strength brawl. Okay, 2 versus 4. I'm gonna say, Ferris, you take a superficial damage, because technically this is combat. But
After my fortitude?
you can't take less than 1.
Oh, I thought you could reduce it to 0. Okay.
No.
Ew.
Yeah. So, Alex gets a knife. Ferris attempts to throw, and I think what happens is that you are just barely aware of yourself enough that you can like stumble and just get moved instead of thrown. So he's not like up in your face anymore, but he is still extremely angry.
Yes. Okay.
There's some distance between you. What happens next? I think we'll go for one more round between the two of you to see exactly how this ends.
Okay.
Probably the reason that he failed to throw her was he was slightly surprised that she stabbed me. Like, that's an annoyance to him more than anything with one superficial damage, so he's probably just gonna roar and just syllables, just random syllables, and he's gonna charge her again.
Okay. Dodge.
Okay.
Even though she's very, very hurt.
Dex melee versus your thing -2.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. -2. Can I do only -1 with a dodge specialty?
Oh yeah, it would only be -1. Yeah.
Okay. Come on, dice.
Do you want to willpower?
Can I re-roll any of that?
You can re-roll 2. Oh, you can re-roll 3 if you want, but one of them would be a success that you'd be.
No.
You should probably reroll 2. Is more the.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's 4 successes
4. Yeah.
versus 5 and a messy critical. And as I said, this would be the final round. So Ferris,
Yeah, I know.
you win. Your beast takes over and makes this messy. Between the two of you, tell us what happens.
I'm going to leave the knife stabbed into her, partially penetrating the concrete wall, and I'm just going to stab her to the wall and effectively crucify her.
Yeah. If he notices it, I know as he's in frenzy, but Alex's face and like her eyes especially, she knew what she was doing was gonna be a huge risk to her, like when she decided to go against what Ferris asked. I think she just looks a little bit sad that he couldn't trust her. I don't know if he notices through the beast. And there's no words. It's just the eye contact, just locking onto his.
Alex.
Yep.
I'm assuming at this point you are full up on aggravated damage. You stay crucified to the wall. You stay there for a very long time, unmoving, unconscious, to all appearances. And I don't know whether I want to do this now or later.
Up to you.
Okay. Ferris. Some questions for you first. Ferris, where do you go next? The source of your ire has been eliminated. What happens next? She is crucified to the wall. The wall is red. Most of the walls are red. She appears to be dead.
I'm going to just DM you something real quick.
Okay.
I don't know. It's asking for something, but...
We'll see. I guess we'll see what's happening. Yep, the voice has no opinion on that. You can
Okay.
do what you would like.
In which case, Ferris pulls the knives out, and he's just going to take her body, and he's going to take it upstairs.
Okay. All right.
And he's going to just sit in a room with the body, like on the middle of the bed.
There's a few things we have to do now. We're gonna do the time skip and cut away from Ferris and Alex, I'm assuming, still in the crucified position on the bed.
You know
Arms
what?
out.
Ferris, after like an hour, is just gonna like go over, cut his arm, and just try and rouse her or something. Like he's just holding out hope that he hasn't just killed someone he didn't want to kill.
You put blood in her mouth. Your blood.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Time skip. So, if Fuzzy is ready, or does Fuzzy still want to keep eating?
No, Fuzzy's ready. Fuzzy's more than ready.
Let's go.
Good. Because we're going to skip to the forest on a night not too far in the future from the one that just happened. There is a woman walking through the forest, looking I don't know, probably a little forlorn at the particular situation she's found herself in. And everything goes quiet. You're used to hearing ravens in this forest, so entire quiet, even at this time of night, is weird.
Alright, what now?
Let's avoid the rolls. Just do this because we already know how this is going to go down. She doesn't entirely notice the shadow slipping out from behind a tree, because the second it catches her eye, it's already at her.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but you're in too much danger. I've got to do
And
this.
I'm fine. What, look, it's fine, okay? Just settle down. Calm down.
No, I can't. I can't have you without anyone to protect you. I know what happened to them.
But what? I'm fine. I don't need protect. It's fine, okay? Just
I'm
settle
not.
down.
I'm not going
What's
to
the
protect you.
problem?
I'm going to give you what you need to protect yourself.
What?
And then he sinks his fangs into
Oh,
your neck,
fuck!
drains you dry,
Yum yum.
and feeds you his blood. And I think I just realized you wake up in a public toilet cubicle.
Of course I do.
Really?
Look,
Classy.
he knows some places there aren't many.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not breathing. I mean, you breathe now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
like I'm
helping.
just like it's just like, hang on, there's something. What the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sake, John. Oh, for fuck's sake, John. Why? I'm gonna fucking kill him. Bastard. What the
I think he leaves you a mostly dead person. You are ravenously hungry.
Oh,
You've seen this in other people, but not yourself. So you drink from some random person. And you realize that you understand a lot of new things you learn about this person as you drink from them. You know their name now. You know how old they were, how they felt before they died. Terror. You know quite a lot about them.
That's weird. That's really weird. Does this sate my hunger, though?
A little bit.
Wait, does it? Because...
You know what? It does. But I mean, do you want to do that now?
Well, start as I mean to go on.
Then please tell us what happens next.
Okay, so I start drinking this person because, I'm a vampire. Okay, this is fine. And I drink, and I'm still hungry. And I drink, and I drain them, and I'm still hungry. And they're looking, I'm just scrabbling at them, just like, why? There's got to be something more in here. And I start tearing at them, and and I'm there like just in the guts, it's like there's got to be something, and then I just start eating their organs, and it's the most delicious thing. It's just it's like just so
that
good.
Hits the
and
spot. That's what you were searching for.
Yeah. So I'm just there basically eviscerating this person, and I'm just getting my head down in the chest cavity and just really go into town.
As you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
John.
And at this point, I think you're probably fully aware that if you go back to Mika, he might kill you. If you go and find a mortal, they will be terrified. But the one place you have been recently that you remember and recognize and know how to get to at least.
God, I've got to go back to those fucking assholes. Oh God. Shit. Fuck.
You remember how to get towards Loki's safe place.
Yeah, there was a bell. I remember the bell.
There was the bell.
First of all, I'm gonna wash myself off in the toilet bathroom. It's just fuck, shit.
You do. I don't think it helps, but you do.
Get the worst of the blood off, and she's wearing black anyway, so she'll pass a cursory inspection sort of thing. So yeah, and I'll just head for the sewer. I'll just sort of like get down the nearest sewer thing and head for the sewers and just find my way to Loki's place and just look around, find the bell, give it a kick, and just be there like fucking pacing up and down. Fuck.
I think you're waiting there for a while. Maybe someone meets you there, maybe they don't. But for the moment...
Angry pacing.
Saffron is stuck in the sewer, covered in blood, and a freshly turned kindred. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
God damn it, John!
Smile touchstone.
Ta-da!
You found John! Great job, Saffron!
Yay!
Only took like 5 episodes. It worked. It worked great.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh yeah.
So over time, I think Alex, you find yourself in a very old city, like adobe walls, dirt for streets, no sun, it's night. And I'm assuming, would you go exploring, or would you stay where you are and like try and figure out, like, hit walls, anger, let out? Like what's Alex feeling, apart from confusion?
I think for the first time in a while, Alex kind of just feels at peace with things right now. the unknowing, I think, and her own curiosity, as we already knew about her, she would go look around, figure out where she is, what it is, if she can.
All right. You look around, and after maybe half an hour of walking around, you get a good lay of this city. It's empty. But you come to a town square, and in the middle you see a massive tangle of roses and thorns. And in the middle you can just hear the whimperings of a dog. And you get closer and you see that it's a wolf, tangled, bleeding profusely from just being trapped in there, ripped apart if it tries to move. Like every time it breathes, it winces.
Do I see any possible way to get it loose or cut it free, or?
Yeah, you have a knife in your hand.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly approach, and say, going to try to help. She goes to try to cut the branches and vines, I guess.
Okay. So you get in there, you hack away at this rose bush, and you start to realize the closer you get, the more entangled in this rose bush you are. Like, it's starting to prick and cut you. It doesn't seem to hurt, though. It just seems to hurt the wolf. It feels stronger than the wolf. It feels significantly more beautiful. This is a ragged, feral animal. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. Me trying to cut it isn't helping anything.
It's helping a little bit. And I think... So you intend to, cut it free fully?
Trying to, yeah.
Okay. After a little bit of work, you get in there. That definitely happens. As soon as the wolf is free, you realize that you have yourself become entangled in the thorns and the roses. And they are clawing at you, tearing at your skin, and I don't know if that's a problem for Alex, is it? Is this what she wanted?
I don't know. I think she didn't really know what to expect, so going in to try to let someone else escape, whether it was feral or otherwise, didn't pose a threat to her. Did it do anything when it got free?
When it got free, it looks like it's going to turn on you and tear your throat out.
Oh, okay.
But
that's nice.
Both of them look like they're going to completely consume you. But you only have time to destroy one of them.
Only one. Well, I just freed the damn thing, so I'm not going to attack it.
But it is going to tear your throat out.
Yep.
And the brambles are going to crawl their way up your arms and hold you down.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't destroy either of them, they will consume you and you will become nothing.
Right.
And I think at this point Alex realizes that these are both beasts, despite the fact that one's a plant.
Yeah.
They're both beasts.
How would I actually get out of the brambles, though, at this point?
you can use the knife. You can either cut out yourself from the brambles, or you can cut out the wolf's throat.
A wolf is probably faster right now than the brambles are.
They're both significant. They're both very fast. They've been struggling with each other for a little while now, and they've learned from each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're both fast, and you can choose which beast and which curse you would like.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I don't know what
Go with the thorns.
I don't even know.
So
Go with the thorns.
the rose is the Toreador.
No, I know that. I just don't know how
okay,
she would
just in case.
decide. Like, I don't know what Alex
do you
would
want?
do.
Do you want like a minute to think about it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know which one you picked earlier, but I thought
Yeah.
I'd give you this particular visual to help. So we should move somewhere else. Does anyone have anything they would like to do? A little scene that they would like?
I can do one.
Go on then. Yeah.
Have we gone past the recording? You said a couple of weeks, right?
You know, just so we go past the recording, I will say this. If no one... Is anyone going to the forest? Obviously, Alex can't.
Hell no. How long passes?
It's going to be a couple of weeks.
Yeah, no. Ferris is not going anywhere.
Loki.
I don't know, because, like, Nate might go there to hide if Heem and Ferris haven't sorted, you know?
Okay.
You do still have the Loki apartment.
You have that safe house key? You
Does
have
he
multiple
trust
choices.
Loki, though?
Marco, would you
I
go
get
to
there
the
for
forest?
weeks.
Yeah,
I have to go talk to the sire lady.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're not going to the forest. Saffron, would you return to the forest? No, let's make sure that Saffron's there so someone can discover her. We'll figure that out later. So I guess it's Ferris, Loki, or Nate. Are you going to the forest at all?
Ferris is just feeding copiously and just staying in that room most of the time and just waiting.
Alex's body starts to decompose. It smells.
Yeah. Ferris will occasionally feed it blood.
Doesn't help.
Yeah.
But you do that.
Ferris occasionally feeds other people into the body.
I think Nate. See, if Nate can't get through to Ferris, and like, there's, I don't know how that scene would play out. I think Nate would not go back for fear of like, like dying, basically. So he would probably go with.
Did you try and contact Ferris?
I think he would contact Alex, when he composed himself, and obviously Ferris would have the phone, right?
At some point during the week, Ferris would look at the phone, but if it's locked, he can't do anything.
Oh.
I
don't know. Yeah, he probably would. He probably would message Ferris because Ferris is his mentor.
Probably takes like 12 hours or something to reply. What do you text him?
I think he would text and be like, "There's a lot to discuss. Where's Alex?" Something really succinct, not giving away like his position or anything.
You just get the word here.
Safe.
Here.
So you know. Question mark.
nothing.
Yeah, I think Nate would ask him if he wants to meet.
You don't get any reply to that one.
Yeah, Nate wouldn't go to the club then.
Actually, like you would, but it'd be like 2 hours later. Come to the club.
Yeah, I think Nate would go.
Okay. I assume that my my ghoul, very worried about me, probably would show you in.
Yeah, Nate probably goes up. He definitely brought Vander with him. If that's okay. If Juliet lets him in, he would go
Juliet
with him.
wouldn't let anyone but you in.
Yeah, he'd ask him to wait.
You get pointed to the master bedroom.
Yeah, Nate would knock.
The door would like swing open slightly.
I want to say that like Nate has like presence, but does presence affect vampires? I don't think it does. It doesn't affect kindred, right?
Presence does.
Okay, yeah, then he would activate presence and like.
It's on naturally. You don't have to turn presence
Wait,
first.
You can turn it on and off, but it's very easy to do that. So
Okay, yeah,
if you turn
he would
it on,
activate as much as he can just to kind of see if he can soothe things out, and maybe like.
As soon as you touch that door, you'll smell like decomposing
Yeah.
flesh and like bodily organs.
What the fuck?
It's dark inside, no lights on.
Are you in here?
You hear the sound of like a chair move slightly in the corner off to the right.
Nate's gonna try and kick the door. Not even just try and kick the door, but a little bit just like.
It just slams open. It's unlocked and stuff. So yeah.
Does he see Alex's body?
Yeah, you'd see like the body in the middle of the master bed. Big four-poster bed, white linen sheets, white like translucent fabric from all the four-poster corners, and then just in the middle like a decomposing body with flies and maggots.
I think Nate would run. Because like, he would obviously think that like Alex died for betraying Ferris.
And Ferris will tackle you as soon as you open that door.
Yeah, I think if the door's open and that Nate will try and run, and if Ferris catches him, he catches him.
This is hot.
Ferris will grab you and shove you up against the door. This
You want
time,
the dinner
like, Ferris is like not made up. Like his shirt is open and stained with old dried blood all down it, so the entire thing looks almost like a brown shirt at this stage. It's in layers, like there's matted bits around his chin and his mouth. Like his hair's disheveled and slightly clumped with blood in places as well. His eyes are deep and sunken.
God. Yeah, Nate's just gonna like not even like raise his hands. He's gonna weigh up his options. Like kind of like, could he take Ferris? Probably not. He's gonna. His eyes probably flicker to the dead body and then back to Ferris. And then a kind of raspy like hell. And then Y comes out of his mouth.
Ferris's eyes like begin to focus in on you. It like takes a while. They've got that 10,000 mile stare that slowly comes back and forth until they settle on your face. Nate, you can fix her. Fix her.
Fix her.
Fix her!
Yeah, Nate's gonna just nod, kind of, and like
Pushes him towards the bed.
yeah, and he's gonna like cover his like nose a little bit as he like approaches this corpse. Is there anything that Nate can see or like about the corpse that's a bit strange? Like, is it just a corpse that's decomposing?
It's Alex's corpse.
And is it like, would he know that it's like definitely not a form of torpor, if that makes sense? Because Nate doesn't know very much about.
You are well aware that if she was in torpor, she would not be decomposing. She's dead.
I don't think she can be fixed.
She can be fixed.
You could rack your brains for some way to bring her back.
Yeah, Nate knows a lot about occult. Has he like? Does he know anything? Can he, like-
Intelligence occult.
Okay. Three?
3 successes. Necromancy is an option. If there is a
Okay.
necromancer in town, you can raise a corpse. It might not be the same person. You don't know how it would work on a previously kindred corpse. That would be beyond most people's knowledge.
Yeah, I think maybe like pick up her, even touch her wrist a little bit, trying to like give her some respect. As he like tries not to like just revolt at how like disgusted she is. But yeah, then he probably would look at the floor before like saying, "Do you know anyone that could necromancy? This is so far out of my depth. Did she?
Necromancy would fix her.
It's a shot, but she wasn't alive.
Get me a necromancer then.
You think I can just pull one out of my pocket? I don't.
You will pull one out of your fucking ass.
Okay. Listen. She had stuff, right? She must have had something, or
She had everything.
where's her stuff? Where's her alchemy room?
So like pull out like several keys and like bits of change and everything from his pockets and just sorts through them on the floor on all fours until he just picks up a key and just presses it into Nate's chest.
Yeah, Nate's just gonna like take the key and then try and find the room like that he remembers, like because they went into the room together, right? That's where they had the roll off. Yeah, Nate will go to that room and just frantically search for anything on like either like witches meeting their end or like potions for like like anything that kind of like is to do with death. He would highlight and search for, like if anything comes to mind.
Okay.
Like if there's books lying around, he would flick through them. If there's potions or notes or anything that she has scribbled, he will try and like.
Do you have any points in academics?
No.
Then let's use your occult, but to lesser effect, because this is book work. No matter what it's about, it's book work. And another intelligence occult.
Okay. Do I put any minus modifiers in there, or?
Nah. And just change the threshold.
Oh. Can I willpower?
Yeah, you can re-roll 3 of those.
Ooh.
That's 4 successes. It's not going to be easy, but So obviously the blood of kindred can resurrect someone, depending. There are rituals where kindred use the blood, the blood from themselves, and they exhume bodies, and they just give it to someone and see if it works. There's the ground of your sire's resting place, usually a very potent power, especially for kindred, and there are kindred necromancers. You don't know one personally, but even though the city's kindred numbers are dwindling, if you asked around enough, there'll be someone who knows some sort of blood magic, because it's a form of blood magic.
Okay, yeah. Nate's gonna like bring all that information back to Ferris and like explain that and try his best to like make some kind of sense and be
You
like,
come back, Ferris has like the body slightly moved, one of the thighs is like pulled out, and he's just trying to suck the blood out so that he can try and turn her. There's no blood in there.
What is in there is congealed.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
grim.
no, but he's trying again. His mouth is like got like maggots now moving and like some rotten flesh.
Daddy, stop.
I found something.
I think you can give this all to Ferris, and I think at this moment everyone who is currently alive in the city feels a tremor in the earth.
Does that count for me because I'm technically dead?
Conscious. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Everyone feels a tremor in the earth. Marco, you feel a tremor in the earth. And Loki. Because I think...
Wait. After the time skip, am I still alive?
You are. You are still alive after the time skip.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Loki, you, at this point, have been tasked with watching the woods. I'm not going to make it a choice.
Okay.
So, because otherwise you're not going to get what you want.
Yeah.
Everyone feels this, but Loki, you see this. The cottage crumbles as the earth shakes. And there are splits in the dirt, and they creep their way out from that one central point. And out of the rubble, you see a familiar one-eyed, bearded Gangrel Methuselah burst out of the bricks and start to like throw large pieces of masonry around and out of his way as he stomps and starts to try and move very quickly. But the earth crumbles beneath him and they're slowly sinking. You see him try and twitch, but as soon as that flash that you recognize as celerity happens, large motes of earth grab him and start to pull him until there's just his shoulders and his head above the ground. And you hear a whisper from the earth. I'm sorry, old friend, but I need this. And you see another arm stretch out of the earth, and it forms into two points of lava and rock that pierce him through, and he turns to dust. Loki, you can claim your prize.
Ooh.
And for people who want to know exactly what happens, there's going to be a video on the Patreon.
Yep.
But safe to say, I'm sure people can figure out exactly what's going on their own.
Not my ass.
Well, I mean, Dylan, you didn't see last week.
His prize is an all-expenses paid holiday to Vancouver. Right?
Yes,
Yep.
that's exactly what happened. So we shall have 2 more scenes that I think are important for us. The first is Loki returning to his sanctuary. At the same time, a person who is splattered with blood, confused, uncomfortable, meat hanging from her lips.
Probably not. She's she's washed.
Loki, this is post-event.
So I would be obfuscating up to
Okay.
the...
Mouse check.
Yep.
I'm not going to let you do that without, even if it's narrative.
No, that's fair play. Of course.
You gain hunger.
I never get to have... Would I be on... Would I be... No, we decided that I was on 1, because, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You will, yeah. You'll be on 2 now, I think. Right? Cool.
Yeah, I'm on 2 now. Is Saffron just standing there?
Ringing,
She's
the,
sort
yeah,
of-
like...
She's just sort of restless. She's like leaning on the wall, getting up, like fucking, just like looking around, just.
Is she obviously kindred? Oh,
Yeah, she's covered in blood.
I just
Go,
need 1
go,
second.
it's fine. Go get your food. I'm covered in blood.
Yeah, Saffron, what are you doing while, you can't see Loki?
Yeah, she's just sort of like, she's there. She's probably like chucks a couple of stones in at the traps and just like somebody's gone chunk, and she's like, yeah, no, I'm not going in there. Fuck. Right. Oh, fuck. Where are these assholes? Why is like nothing ever fucking simple? Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking killjoys, asshole. Dick, I'm fucking helping you. Yeah, right, I'm fucking helping you, bastard.
So is she obviously kindred? I didn't.
Covered in blood. Yes.
Covered in blood. I will. Yeah, I think I'll just step out and say, Saffron.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Oh.
Sorry.
Right. Loki, what was it?
Yeah.
Right. Hi. I need help. I don't
Came down here covered in blood.
Yeah. So, I found John. And well, he found me really, and he said there was, oh God, he's fucking arsehole. So he said there was only one way to keep me safe,
Okay.
and he bit me, and then I woke up in a toilet, and there was a dead person, and well, they weren't dead. They are now. I ate them.
Ate.
I
as
liked
in,
it.
Like you drank their blood?
No.
No.
No, I ate them and I liked it, and I don't know what's going on now, and I need help, please.
Okay. And for this initial part, because I've been outside, I've got my mask on. I take my mask off.
Oh,
and there's,
fuck,
like,
what's up with your face?
it's worse than before. It's like
Oh, yeah, because brap.
it's like all the way back to the teeth. There's like no skin around.
Oh,
the teeth.
fuck me, that's disgusting.
Thanks.
You're
Always
the one
nice
who
to hear
eats
that.
people.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean,
sorry.
you just literally said that you ate someone.
Yeah, I know. Look.
Disgusting. Surely the bar's changed slightly for that.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay, thanks.
Look. I'm
Well,
having a day, all right?
yeah,
I'm having a
no.
day.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. How about we go into my sanctuary, although it's probably not my sanctuary anymore. I'm not sure. Let me check. And I'm going to rouse up my little helpers and send them in to see if the coast is clear.
Little
right.
helpers?
So, externally, it's dark. No one, I think, sees anything. He says he's going to check, and then he stands there. And then, probably 5 minutes later, probably takes a while.
Yeah.
There's no one in there.
Yeah, we're safe. We're good.
You just stood there?
No, I checked it out and it was safe.
Are you...
Am
How?
I?
Wiggles fingers.
For fuck's sake. God, fucking...
I
Fine then. Keep your secrets. Jesus.
I sent some friends in to have a look.
Okay. You've got what? Invisible friends?
No, not invisible. Should we go?
I'm starting to think I was better off with fucking John and the dead person. Fine. Okay, let's go in.
Okay, step where I step. Hopefully the traps haven't changed.
Well, I may have thrown a couple of rocks in there. So a couple of them might have gone off. Look, I was bored. Okay, I was bored. Just sorry.
You make
All
your
right.
way to the sanctuary.
With a hop, skip, and a jump.
Unless there's anything important that you'd like to inform Saffron of, we can pick that up next week. But first, we need a conclusion. In the ancient town that some may know as Enoch, there is a woman from the modern knights wrestling with a sentient rose plant, tangling her, and a wolf trying to rip her throat out. Neither of them want the best for her. They just want control. But she has to pick one. So, what happens, Alex?
So, Alex is obviously very rebellious by nature and decides that there's another way. And she waits and times the time when the wolf lunges as she grabs the vines that are starting to wrap around her and uses it to entrap said wolf, and giving herself some more time to get free. And I think if you need me to roll anything, I can, but I think once she slices through the vines, then she uses the final blow to take out the wolf as well.
The wolf is surprised. It wanted you. It got vines. It thrashes and tears at the brambles. And they tear each other apart, and you finish them off. They begin to crumble to dust. And there in this square, there's a tall figure walking out of the streets towards you. And it seems to be wreathed in not quite shadows, because there is some light there. And you hear this man say, "Last of my children, there will come a time when I will need this back. But feed yourself from me and be reborn." And the shadow man offers out his wrist.
She accepts it.
And you drink
Feeds.
deep. Alex, where would you like to wake up? This is entirely up to you. It can be anywhere.
Huh. That's a really good question.
The woods.
The woods. I thought you guys already left the woods. Is there a place that's similar to what this place looks like, but in the modern time? Like like a mirror?
Yeah. Yeah, there's...
Could I wake up there?
Yeah, you open your eyes and there's street lamps and concrete floor and a very fancy-looking Edwardian building with pillars and two lions rampant, laying down facing each other as, important-looking stairs go up into a very nice building with like shallow pointed roof and a clock in the top sort of thing. Mm-hmm. All around, it's a shopping centre.
Okay.
Or a market square within a business district. It's definitely modern times. You can still remember that shadow of the person, and it's a bit fuzzy, and the other place seems similar, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do I still look like myself?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Maybe some minor changes, but I haven't decided on that yet.
No brand.
Ooh. That would be interesting.
Yep. Well,
Yeah, maybe no
she's-
brand.
Yeah, like she's got really high self esteem, and she holds herself like, she will own who she is. The brand is the one thing I find that is like an assault on her from someone else, right?
she's also no longer a thin blood. So she doesn't have the thin blood flaw that's associated with that, so that is fine.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think that would be the biggest change.
True freedom, as some would see it, but with associated risks.
Yep.
So, I know Marco is going to go back and get a bollocking, but he lives. He has fortitude. He can take a few backhands from an extremely annoyed Victorian woman with strong morals about discipline.
I will definitely tell her about Nate and be all like, I don't know what's going on here, but this guy got away and he was trying to shoot at Molly. But I will also mention like what actually happened in the sense that like Molly was being ridiculous. She like had this uncontrollable rage. I tried to stop her, even like I tried like jumping on her to stop her from going over the barrier, and she wouldn't listen, and she went after her.
Totally. I think she says, yes, I saw someone else in there as well. It's a shame, but she's not my child. Loss of a grandchild is less important. Thank you for the information, Marco. Mr. Kravitz, you have been extremely useful, and I will be using your services again if you would like me to be a patron of yours.
I do not have anything else to do, so why not?
Perfect.
And plus, I like the new digs. As I like. Yeah.
Very well turned out.
Thank you.
I must attend to the city. I believe I'm the eldest here, so that should allow me some authority. I'm going to set right the things I see wrong. Good night, Mr. Kravitz.
Good night to you as well.
She actually smiles.
Ah! I didn't die.
You didn't die.
Like literally, the door closes and he's like,
Okay, cool. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. I think there was a lot going on there, and I needed to get it done while we had the amazing Dylan.
Oh, I will say, I don't know if vampires can cry, but Marco is very torn up.
They cry blood.
He's very torn up that Florence is dead.
Oh yeah.
Like, secretly in his soul, he did have a soft spot for Florence.
Aw.
Molly, he gave zero shits about, but Florence, he was just like, fuck, that sucks. Like, we helped each other out in the city. But I mean,
Florence went out the way, you know, she wanted to, so.
I think we definitely see a little scene of Sarah driving, you know, high beams on, pitch black everywhere, but the trees whipping by in this small country road in a shitty car that she got from. Oh no, it would have been a decent car that she got from Ferris via Nate. Arm wrapped up with the claw marks, and you know, from the mirror, there's the locket hanging.
Also, probably there's a little rat sort of just peeking out in the back.
She's being followed by a rat, definitely.
It's because I set one to look after her, so.
that's so cute. I can't handle.
Guardian rat.
I can't believe almost all of the original cast is dead.
Marco,
That's so sad.
you want to be the last one to go?
No, well, technically, there's still one other original cast member, but she hasn't shown up. The college student.
Yeah, the one that Jazz played.
Yeah, so she's still alive somewhere in the city.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. Like, I was 50-50 between Molly turning up and oh god, what was she called? Rachel. Yeah, Rachel Trash Panda Evans turning up, and everyone being like, "Who the fuck is that?" But
That's funny.
yeah, unfortunately, there was too much going on for me to actually fit Rachel in. But I do have an idea of what she's up to in the city, surviving. She's based on Nosferatu, so she's probably surviving.
Yeah. Oh my god, this felt like literally a season finale to a show. Like, it literally did.
Yeah.
We're getting close to the end. I can feel it in my bones.
Oh my god, this is like the Red Wedding.
There was
So
a
many
lot
dead.
of death and killing and
Y'all. Oh yeah. Dot had a character in this, but Dot isn't part of the original cast.
I mean, I have a character still alive.
Technically.
He's an idiot, but he's still alive.
Fuck, he's an idiot.
By the
Oh, I'm gonna
barest-
keep you safe, Saffron. Nom nom nom. Hi.
See, the funny thing
Cool.
is,
Thanks, John. Now I eat people.
the funny thing about that is that was something I established before I gave my character to EE. It was like, if ever she was in danger or John couldn't protect her anymore, he's turning her. And I told John.
You said EE.
Sorry, John.
Oh, thank you. No, that means a lot to me. If you imagine me as evil as EE, then
Yeah.
Oh,
After this
TM.
episode, I think you've crossed the line. Can't come back.
Yeah, I
fucking
think
burned
he's
two
gonna have to
characters
try to
with
be
great-
up to your standards now.
EE crucified someone.
Step up the evil, bud.
Sorry.
Although I now get my chance to be.
I don't know. Like Ferris is in a very weird place right now.
Yeah. Does anyone have guesses on what's happened to Alex?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, their comeback is probably quite fucking low, Jen.
No, I think I know exactly who talked to her.
I'm so confused. I don't know the lore enough to know like what's happening.
Yeah, that was like there was a little bit of lore heavy shit in that particular episode. So no one needs to know what is going on behind the scenes. It is all there for dramatic effect. It's honestly not important. It's just there to give the framework for everyone else to
I loved it though.
their shit. Yeah. So, anyone got anything they want to pimp, say, do before we sign off and raid someone?
I'll be live tonight playing some Pokemon Snap, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Everyone go follow 8-Bit Dylan on Twitch then. Oh, and everyone, obviously. But,
tomorrow, 6 p.m. BST, 10 a.m. PDT, we're doing the final character creation for Rogue Trader. We're just explaining the interaction stuff and all that, and Josh is going to pick a character.
Finally. I don't know whether I want to be a navigator or an astropath, okay?
Alligator.
Can I be both?
Alligator?
Astrogator.
Astrogator.
A Navapath.
They're bonded in very different ways, so there's no crossover.
Hey, listen.
Be an astropath. It'll be so much fun.
You could be a seneschal.
What's that?
Spy master, social expert.
Oh, but that's not a weird, creepy psyker.
It's not, no.
It can be. There's a background you can take.
I mean, okay, what's the chances of his head exploding if he's the fucking astropath?
The same as if he's the astropath, probably, as the navigator?
No, the astropath is the one that has the bad rolls for warp weirdness. With the astropath, if you roll reasonably okay, you can swap bodies, make the walls bleed. You can make plants die. You can make a weird smell appear.
Here's the thing, though. If you don't go navigator, we have an NPC navigator, which means we're rolling on a 30.
Oh, okay. I'm leaning towards the navigator anyway because I want to open my third eye and make people's heads melt.
If you're leaning that way anyway, definitely go that way because we actually need them for the ship. Whereas the astropath, we can just be we send a message.
The astropaths, you can have NPC astropaths and just send messages and stuff. The navigator.
Well, I'll think about it, but I'm probably going to go navigator then. Anyway, a massive thank you to all the players.
Oh, wait. Charlie Foxtrot on Thursday.
Yeah. Thursdays, Sheepy's channel.
Charlie Foxtrot,
which is
Only War TTRPG.
What is it this week?
It's the second part of McLokin's gang, regiment. Fighting
gang. It's a gang.
Yeah, they fought off orc commando knobs, so who knows what they're gonna do.
Nice.
Cool.
Did they lose anybody?
Well, obviously they lost a fair number of their regular troops.
But did they lose any proper
No, at the end of the episode.
Oh my god, your kill count is shit, Sheepy.
I will. You're coming back, you guys, and it's going to be much worse next time. Let me tell you that.
Did my character survive then?
Oh yeah, totally.
Awesome.
We secured the landing zone enough, and they never fired into the landing zone.
Digital voice box.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Okay.
What do you want?
Yeah, Meta, you doing GTA-RP tonight then?
Yeah. I'm not sure which character I'll be on though. I might go play my biker. Maybe cut some people up, and it's no big deal.
People have audio-visual options for their entertainment then. We've got all sorts of cool shit. I'm gonna raid someone because unless you're going live right now.
No.
Raid someone else.
I don't think any of us are. We need break time. There was a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings that were had. I have to go decide on the things that we need to have me decide on. There's just...
Yeah. Very true. I'm gonna send you over to...
And of course, Meta gets a choice, and she's like, neither of them. I don't want any of it.
Listen.
Attack the Navy ship. Fuck it.
So here you go. Do you want heads or tails? I picked the edge of the coin.
Yes, I want
a
a
valid option.
I want a $5 note or whatever the hell it is.
Bye everyone.
See ya.
Bye.